2, 1. Hello, welcome to Stream of Dreams. That's right. You're probably still slightly asleep because it's early. If you're in the UK.
I am. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've had no problem getting up the last week, and then this morning I was like, fucking hell. I'm tired
When you
too.
have to get up for something.
Yeah.
No. Well, it's not that early in the UK.
No, it's
we'll
really
say
not.
11,
No. Yeah, it's
11
shameful,
a.m.
really.
But anyway, welcome. Sorry that it's early, but also well done, Aussies. You got another early stream out of us.
You made
so
it.
there you go.
You made it. Yeah.
We're going to play a bit of Rocket League just to warm up today. I've got to go away forever after this stream.
He's going to the farm.
And do a sleep study.
What?
I'm getting studied for my sleep.
They found out he was
exciting.
really good at it, and they want some tips.
How'd you do it?
How's he doing it?
I do it
so
like this.
well.
It's just
Horizontal.
Nods off.
So yeah, got that later on. So we thought we'd do an early stream to make sure we didn't miss out today, because we really care about you guys. Really care.
We want you to get your dose of hat films where available.
Yes.
I've got a question. Are PS5 and the new Xbox controllers backlit? Like the keys.
Interesting. Why?
Oh, well, by the like
The buttons on the
I don't
controller.
know, actually.
They should be. If
On
they're
the
not.
Elite controller doesn't have that, so
No, it doesn't.
I imagine not then. Anything to save battery, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not. It's somewhat superfluous, but I would have also thought that it didn't actually use much battery.
You think it would leak through that
Little LED.
that big color they've got on the back? They could redirect it somehow, or diffuse it underneath the
Yeah, that's a good idea.
buttons.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
idea.
a very
I'm sure engineering-wise, it's like no, there's so much circuitry behind there. We couldn't.
I don't know.
do
Try.
that.
I reckon you know more than
Should
them.
we get into control
right.
design? I think we
I
should.
think-
We're
So,
You did DT,
we're
didn't
forking
you?
off of hat films.
Oh shit! You did DT, didn't you, Trot? You can make one.
I did DT. I did textiles, so I think I know what I'm doing.
Oh, nice.
I've made the entire
Can make
controller
a
out
nice
of
little
Do a
linen.
nice leather wrap on the controller.
cloth holster for it. I was thinking about getting a sewing machine the other day.
Oh, don't,
Get a nice
Maybe I
singer.
dreamt it.
don't get one. I've
Did I
got
dream
one.
it? Is it why?
Oh,
I
I
know
used
I
it.
used one.
I used it for a
But it's just
couple of days. It
for LARP stuff.
Yeah, borrow mine, Trot. Honestly, if you want
I'll
one.
just borrow yours. I didn't realize you had one.
Yeah, I got a pretty good one. The problem is, right, I bought it refurbished from Amazon, and the auto threader, the
Wow.
thing that puts the thread into the needle, which makes the whole process a lot quicker, doesn't fucking
Yeah.
work. And
That's, I mean, that
yeah.
sounds like that's
Fault.
why.
yeah, it
Probably why you're
does.
not using it as much.
Yeah, I mean, you say that.
Have you tried
but-
one of those portable handheld ones though? Because I have, and they're dreadful.
What?
the worst thing that's ever
Is
been
that
invented. It's a
portable
little. It's like
sewing
looks like a
machine?
stapler, right? And
They've
it's,
got rated.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it does a
Yogs.
s- oh, thanks, Yogs. And it does a single stitch across, but it's just so shit. Like, I tried to use it on I was just using it for Murphy's toys because it's like he keeps tearing holes in them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, it just doesn't latch properly. It's just like kind of like is just a terrible design.
Oh,
JML,
okay,
guys.
noted.
That's-
Don't
that's-
get
JML.
Is it
portable
JML or
sewing
JBL?
You got done by
JML, yeah,
JBL was
I got
the
done.
company from Peep
JBL's
Show.
speaker company.
Oh,
yeah.
isn't it? Is it
I don't know. Either that
JBL?
or a speaker company. I can't remember. One of them.
JBL, that
Yeah, there is
does
one that is a
ring a
radio company as well. God, that. I swear it was JBL.
Yeah,
in,
no,
in Peep
don't
Show.
recommend that. But then again, I don't have room for a singer.
But even past like the fact that my auto
biggest-
threader is broken, most
Yeah.
machines don't
Oh,
have that
ding dong.
There
anyway.
we go.
No sound and Smiths on face cam. Hat boys are back. Nice. Even though there are,
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
even though there are like plenty of sewing machines that don't have auto threaders, I don't know, Trot. I was just a bit like, man, sewing machines are still a bit complicated. Like you have to do the.
I know how to use them though.
Yeah.
I know
That's
how to
the
use
one
them
thing
as
I
well.
can
It's
take
just
away from
the process.
DT.
Textiles. That's it. Yeah.
But I do know how to use a
But-
sewing machine. It's just a bit.
No,
of a
no,
faff.
you don't know how to use one.
True.
Accept it.
I mean,
They are a
by all
faff.
means, borrow mine.
think
It's
the
in my
threading is a
utility room at the moment, sat up there, and I'd love for somebody to get some value out of it because there was a
I-
couple of
yeah,
hundred
I'll
quid.
make a whole new LARP outfit with it.
That'd be great.
That'd be a nice project.
Yeah, I'd like you to get good at that.
How big is yours though? Because they're normally quite huge, aren't they? Like the one my mum has, like folds back down into a little table.
Oh,
It's like,
well,
you can
kind
make
of.
a table out of it.
Well, there's like a little plastic extender. About the size of a PS5.
oh, okay, that's not too bad. For a, I expected it to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
it's
it's
not
just
too
old.
bad. I'll send you a photo of it later if you like. It's a Brother
Nice
one.
save.
It's not a bad one.
Oh, okay.
It's a Brother.
The printing company.
Yeah, they also make sewing machines. Really good ones.
Wow, nice. Yeah, fair enough.
Did you do your little YouTube research?
I did,
Like,
yeah.
Top 5
I did.
best sewing machines.
I never
Yeah.
buy an inferior product.
2021.
Drop. Oh god, that's
One
dropped.
of the-
Nice
Never.
save.
Oh my gosh.
Nice save. Yeah, I really
Would
wish
be
I'd.
the best
I
of the
mean,
best.
I don't usually buy refurbished shit, I'm not going to lie, but I looked at it and I'm like, right, this is refurbished. It says it's just like new and it's 100 quid less and I'm essentially recycling. I'll get one of these. And it turns
Yeah.
up and the bloody feature that I really needed to work does not work and it's just like, god damn it.
And
I
the
don't
thing
know
is,
why-
like,
I
once
don't
you
know why I
get
didn't
burned, though, I
return
feel
it.
like that's a forever thing. Because
Yeah.
then every time you see refurbished now, you're gonna be like, well,
Exactly.
pay like an extra $5 or whatever, and just get the
One that
newer
works.
and rely on that.
Yeah. No,
But-
I'm sad about that.
Totally.
Holy shit.
Sad. Very sad about that, if I'm honest.
Very sad. Now we've kind of been running around with these guys. We should be scoring more goals. I think. 2 goals is
Yeah,
good.
well,
but
we were 2-0
I feel
up.
like we've
yeah.
had like quite a few. We're warming up. We're waking
Yeah.
up. It's earlier than normal, guys.
Sorry.
See, the Australians are on. Welcome, Australians. This is your time.
me old mucker.
It's your time.
My windows.
G'day, mates. It's
Oh.
a Bonnie Day. They don't say Bonnie.
Nice
They're
save.
not
Is
Scottish.
Bonza a word? they say?
Bonza.
Yeah.
What
Ripper.
What kind of words?
A ripper.
Ripper. Okay.
Yeah.
A ripper.
Core blimey, is it said over there?
Sick is.
Core blimey.
Cool, blimey. Ross, I don't know what you. Ross's imagination of
look,
Australia is this fusion
yeah.
of Cockney and
all from-
Scottish.
It's all from Steve Irwin. So
Yeah, like
2003.
early 90s.
Yeah.
Did he say coal blimey? I think he might have done. Maybe.
Oh, crikey, there's a
Crikey,
giant
yeah,
snake just dangling out of my toilet.
Crikey.
Oh, there's a snake just climbing out of my toilet.
Man, fucking Steve Irwin would be reveling in the scene that unfolded in my shower yesterday. So there, in the top corner, I was showering away. I was like admiring the new tile work, and I looked up at the vent. I was like, "Is that working too?" Saw a massive fucking spider
Oh,
with like the really long legs, you know, the really long ones, chunky thing. And then I was like, "Oh, that's tolerable. It's just there, hanging out. I can continue. I will continue to look at it the entire time." Look down a little bit. There was a second one.
oh
like-
God, family.
There's 2 now. Oh, and they're hanging out. They're probably going to bang. And they actually started, the bottom one started moving up towards the top one. I'm like, oh, here we
Oh.
fucking go. I'm
Bang on.
witness to this orgy in my shower. And the top one proceeds to spin a web around the bottom one and kill it in front
Wow.
of me.
It was a death fight, a death match.
Yeah, it
You caught
killed.
a death
The other
match
one was
while
like
showering.
struggling to pull away and shit. And it's like, fuck me. This is
Nature.
tragic.
You are witnessing.
There's always a
nature.
bigger fish.
That's what you witnessed. You're there thinking, oh, this is a love scene about to happen. No, bam, murder scene.
Yeah, I thought like, oh, their mates are hanging out. I imposed so much
mates.
humanized like emotions onto them. It was like,
Yeah,
oh, these,
you're
they're probably
always
brothers
seeing
or something.
spiders hanging out with their mates. Just,
No!
I thought they were-
Nice
oh,
save,
what
Ross.
save.
just in time.
It's like I was going to go meet his mate because they'd noticed there's a bit of moisture
Oh,
now
they're
with a bit of
just gonna have
shower.
a little
They're
hang-
both going to
hang- oh,
retreat into
fuck,
the
fuck,
vent.
fuck.
So did you manage
No,
to
they-
finish, Trot, or not?
Yeah, did you
Of course, yeah.
get off on
Instantly,
that?
as soon as I saw that.
Oh no, he's doubled us. Bounced it off the wall and tapped it in.
I could have saved the bottom. No, it was too late, honestly. Once he was caught in that web, his little legs were caught in the
What
web.
were you going to do? Well,
and
save him from the natural act that is spiders eating spiders. Or killing
one
spiders.
spider
Did he eat
eating
them?
another spider.
We don't know if he ate, do we?
Yeah,
Which is more
I
of a
left
killing
him
act.
there. So I was like, well,
Ah.
you put all that work in to stay alive. So I'm like, I'll keep you alive. That's fine. I'm a benevolent god.
You
Um,
live.
You live. You've beaten this one this day. And I was like, if you're here tomorrow,
Sorry,
you're
mate.
dead. And he was there tomorrow, and the other one wasn't there because
Oh,
the whole
so
wrapped
what?
up web thing.
Slipper came out? Slipper's
No,
out?
just a quick shower rinse, and he was gone.
Down the drain. Well, he might survive that, so that's potentially okay.
It'll be traumatic.
That spider in
though,
the
I imagine.
cartoons always survived the plug hole somehow.
Yeah, and that's where you
they're
should
more
be taking
resilient
all
than
of
you
your life rules from.
Yeah, exactly. From what was that fucking
Physically-
spider program?
Itsy bitsy
Spider
spider.
in the bath.
Itsy spider. There was spider in the bath.
the
Yeah,
bath.
yeah, that was literally that's it.
Creepy
That's it.
crawly.
And the guy with the red Wellingtons.
That
Guy?
freaked me out.
Kid.
That
William?
show. I don't think that helped with my
Wait.
spider phobia
Yeah.
as a
God, for
kid.
second I thought I was firing towards the wrong goal. I was like, wait, this is so open.
The spider did me a favor. True, it did halve the amount of spiders in my shower.
Yeah, true. That spider's offing the other spiders. So
Man on the
that was a
inside.
good one.
Sleepy cell.
You should
Man.
keep spiders around
Yeah.
though. Spiders are good for your house.
Says the
Yeah.
guy that
In-
just
in
told a
small
story about
quantities.
killing one.
Yeah, well, I
What about
gave
the
him a
spiders
chance.
in my ass?
If there's spiders in your ass, what is it? What if he's got spiders in his ass? What is it? A funnel
Do I
web?
leave them
Trapdoor?
there, or-
Is it a trapdoor spider?
Well,
They're,
they'll stop
they're doing
flies.
housework down there.
They'll stop
Clean
flies.
up. Stops flies from
How
getting
about just transporting it outside? Just as gently
I
as
was in the shower
possible.
at the
Window?
time. I'd have to
Oh,
like. I know it's inconvenient.
tell it to the creature you just killed. Sorry, I was in the shower. It was too hard for me
You
to
can't
take you
take this moral
outside.
stance, Alex Smith.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can and will when I take every spider
Oh.
outside.
Says that slug eater.
You're willing to kill?
What?
Oh, I guess you do it for
No, I
food.
take it outside.
I usually would, but in the shower I was like, I'm naked now. I can't. That's my limit.
I'm a slug
I
kisser,
think rinsing it
not
away
eater.
is better than squashing it against the wall, though. As in, like, there is a chance that it
Yeah.
can survive.
Well, also then you don't have a squash
You
bug
know.
on your wall either.
That too.
Yeah,
There's a
more
lot
to
of
clean up.
benefits. Call pest control next time, Trot. Just
Yeah.
don't even get your hands dirty.
Or perhaps ask Ross to come
Get
by
someone
and
else
let him jump in his
Is
ass
it Chad
habitat.
Spider?
Yeah. Come join my
Colony.
air spiders. They're all
Ross
friends.
has got a
There's
colony of
space.
ass spiders.
We'll chill out.
Plenty of space.
You just have to. He just needs to reach his arm out, and they'll start coming out.
It's a safe
It's so
refuge.
gross,
God,
though.
can you
Hey,
imagine
mate, come
having?
on.
Can you imagine having spiders in your ass?
No,
That is
no,
awful.
because
Oops.
all this leads back to is bot flies again. And
No,
like,
it
bugs coming
doesn't
out of,
lead
like,
back- it
holes
doesn't
in
always
skin.
lead back
I
to
don't
bot flies.
like the thought of it. It does when you think about bugs in
Do you want to do a
arseholes.
trip where we go
Or in
and
ears.
Ross
That's the
gets
worst
spot
one.
flies?
Spiders in ears.
Why
Spiders
can't I
in
just
ears
get
are
it
the worst.
in?
Spiders.
Have you ever seen spiders in ears?
I had a
No, I
a
didn't.
spider or a fly stuck in my ear as a child for about 3 years before it was
No.
taken out with
3
tooth-
years?
No,
Yeah,
That's a lie.
and it's not a lie.
it would have decomposed, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Wait,
Yeah, it was
what?
dead. So I had this hard mass in my ear
Fuck
for
off. Don't
going
tell-
on a couple of
No.
years, right? That I used
That's
to. This
Years.
is, this is no word of a lie. Honestly, this is true. So between the ages of about, I'd say 10 and 13, I used to put my finger in my ear every so often. I could feel this hard, flat, sharp mass in my ear, right? And I always used to be like, what is that? And it was quite deep in my ear canal. And every so often it would disappear and reappear and stuff. And I think it was basically getting stuck to the inside of my ear, so I couldn't notice it. Until one day I asked my mum, can you get a torch and some tweezers and see what's in my ear? Because I could feel it again at that point. And she's like, oh yeah, what's that? And she pulled it out, and it was this squashed black mass, which looked like some form of bug had been crushed in my ear and then covered in earwax. And yeah, that had just been stuck to the inside of my ear canal for a couple of years.
That's fucked
My
up.
God, I'm
Yeah.
amazed
What a
that
shot.
we
Yeah.
have
Never heard
never
that
heard
one.
that story before.
Yeah.
Why is
That's
that?
a new one.
Why has that one been hidden? The slug story always comes back several times, but this
Because I don't,
one,
because it's
that's
kind of
new.
a weird one to explain. It's hard to explain. But have you ever seen like hardened earwax coming out of an ear? Like
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah, where
it-
it's like really dark.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
basically that, but with like a black mass like thing in it, and it was either a fly or a spider. You couldn't really tell anymore.
Flider.
A flider would probably be a safe.
You could have had
Middle
a
ground.
serious ear infection.
Yeah, I guess,
That
but then the
sounds-
wax does its job. That's what the wax is kind of meant to do, you know? It coated
Job
the
wax.
foreign body and kept everything
Nice one.
sanitary.
Fucking A-Wax.
Yeah.
Good job.
Get the flies dead. You killed off the flies and spiders in my ears. Thanks.
Yeah, but how many of you have picked your ears and eaten the earwax?
Oh, never. I've
I-
tasted earwax before, and I just find it
I
just
have.
so disgusting that
It's not that bad.
try to avoid it.
I'm
Oh,
always
Poncho
amazed.
for it.
I'm amazed at the smell and consistency of earwax. It smells like blue
Pretty
cheese.
intense. There's
Like
nothing
like
else like it.
No. It's like a waxy blue
It's a
cheese.
strange smell, isn't it?
It tastes like a Switch
It's
game. There's two things you shouldn't have
the
done.
Switch game. The Switch game. Maybe your Switch game was just covered in earwax.
Fuck's sakes.
A Switch game.
Oh, back out.
Also called
I
a
want to open a thing.
SanDisk Extreme. 64 gigabyte chip just fell out of my ear.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That you could,
Oh,
things I could fit in my ear.
Sound Micro, perfect.
Yeah, it's a micro. That'll go straight in. That'd actually be an excellent way to smuggle information out of a country. Just put it on a SanDisk micro SD and stuff it in your ear. They always check the
Wow.
arse, never the ears.
Oh, man. I'm Googling weirdest things stuck in ears now. 2.6 centimetre cockroach. An Australian
would
man
you?
from Darwin
Why
was
would you?
forced to seek medical attention after a cockroach delved into his right ear.
Oh,
while he was
I
sleeping,
mean, that's
refusing
gross.
to come out. So
Cockroaches
those ones are the worst ones.
horrible.
Where it's like, where spiders or insects in general just create like homes inside ears. Normally it's in some random, you know.
Guy's asshole.
Yeah, well, not the asshole. It is the ears mostly. But Jesus. Fuck.
We're going into ranked.
Okay. Let's
Ready for the big
focus.
leagues.
Focus time.
It's mostly so I can stop this horrendous conversation. Oh, wait. Joining in 3? It just kind of stopped.
Bam.
Oh shit! Some girl put a tooth in her ear for the tooth fairy.
Yeah.
It was stuck, and then it just earwax kind of built up around it. and it kind of
No!
just- yeah, so it had to get removed. A matchstick. That kind of seems like
Jesus Christ.
something. A Barbie shoe. One of Barbie's shoes.
Just small
Save
objects,
that
really,
for
isn't
later.
it?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, 57. Oh, why 57? That's very specific. 57 maggots. 92-year-old granny with Alzheimer's from the US was
Ugh.
reportedly found with 57 of those bad boys
Fuck
in her ear.
me. All right, that is a bit much.
That's enough, isn't it? A dandelion. There you go. That's line up. Dandelion.
I think Trot has muted us.
A cricket.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, muted us. And that's fair enough. And that's the list of weird things people have found in their ears.
Over.
There's probably a lot more
Everyone's saying thank you.
than that. Okay, so you've got the list. You've learned some things today. What's the weirdest thing you've found
Shoved
in
up
your
your
ear?
ass.
Or any kind of crevice in your body. Maybe you found a nest of mice in your
A
pubic
whole nest.
hair.
Is this
Whole
ranked?
Jesus.
nest of mice.
Is this ranked?
How could you miss?
Ranking.
This is ranked.
This is
yeah.
ranked, isn't it? Yeah. So let's get rotations on. I need to remember rotations. And he scored already.
Nice.
Ding dong.
Ding, dong.
dong.
Laura Lana sleeps with earbuds in just to avoid those kind of things. That's, I mean,
That's
you are from Australia, so I
What if
guess
that
that's,
gets
that's a
absorbed into
reasonable
your ear?
fear. Yeah, well, the earbud just gets stuck in there.
Smith, it's you. Oh,
sorry. Oh, we duped him.
Oh,
Oh,
oh
shit.
my goodness.
We
Did they
outplayed
know
our-
it's ranked?
We outplayed ourselves. There we go. See, that was the old scoot and juke. I don't think.
They're like, wait, no one's gone for it. Damn.
Granny shifter.
the
Nice
old
trot.
double bluff.
Why are you granny
Yeah.
shifting, Trot?
Is there only 2? No, there's 3 there.
Do you know Vin Diesel's name is not Vin Diesel?
It's been dazzled.
No, it's something.
Been
It's
unleaded.
Mark. Like something really like. Somebody find it out in chat. Find out what Vin Diesel's real name is, because it's.
Okay. It's just Mark or something.
Just fucking
Just so
Mark.
mundane in comparison.
Mark Petrol.
Mark Vincent.
Yeah. Vincent, okay, so
Is that
Vin-
right? Mark Sinclair. That sounds like
Who
it.
took
His
the
name is
Vin
Mark.
from
Vin
Vincent?
Diesel's real name is Mark Sinclair.
And was it? So is that a stage name?
Yeah,
then?
yeah,
Because
it's a
obviously
stage
some people
name.
choose stage names based on
Yeah,
I
a
don't
lot
know,
of
either
people do
other
that.
people having similar names or just wanting to be different and making
So,
it sound
I
interesting.
think their agents sometimes
Diesel,
just
though.
suggest
That's
a
all.
name. And they often go
Yeah, I
like,
want
it's like,
Diesel.
you know
Vin
best, I
Diesel.
guess.
Yeah, sounds good. Cool, right, Diesel?
Yeah,
You like
what
my
have you
body
say?
popping, by the way?
Name's Mark Sinclair.
Did you see that? They used to do body popping as a kid.
Did he?
Did he? Well, he also attempted singing recently, so that's which is a really cringy song.
Rude.
Groot. Oh,
Just
shit.
all Groot serenades.
Yeah, it's all I am Groot. I mean, he doesn't have to remember the words. It's so simple. Just sings cover songs, but replaces everything with I am Groot. And
You know
now
what was
he's
his?
gonna
What
play,
Vin Diesel's breakout role was?
Triple X.
Was it Pitch Black?
No.
Was it?
No.
Something else.
No.
Oh, don't tell me some fucking teen horror film.
No. I'll give you a clue. Steven Spielberg.
Okay.
Oh, was he really young?
E.T.?
I know. Saving Private Ryan.
Yes. That
Oh,
was his
shit,
breakout
no, I do
role.
remember
Until
him now.
then, he wasn't
Did he
really
get
getting
sniped?
anything. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and he did his.
And
there's
he
a
was
whole
like in the middle,
sequence-
and they were like, "Oh, should we save him?"
Yeah. He's like, I got a
Oh,
message.
watch out!
Sorry, I read the bounce. I knew it was going over.
Shot!
Mark,
Steve.
Mark Sinclair, don't move.
Mark.
Don't call me that.
And that's when he knew he had to change his name.
Whatever, bro. Hey, leave him to die. We're all gonna die otherwise.
Use him as bait.
Okay. If there's any film you want to launch your career, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's so many other like really good young actors in that as well. Like you just like
Yeah.
watching them pop up. Same with
You're watching it back. You're like Sopranos. Loads of actors from Sopranos in there.
Tony.
Band of Brothers, though.
Band of Brothers is like I think
Band of Brothers is-
I
yeah.
feel like Band of Brothers was like sort of the spiritual successor to Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, it is.
Like
Yeah.
Well, it's Spielberg as well, isn't it?
yeah. It does feel very much like a TV version
Did
of
he
it.
direct or
Yeah.
did he produce that one?
I think he produced. Well, actually, that's a good point. I
Wasn't
don't know 'cause
Tom
he
Hanks
produced,
involved as
the
well?
Pacific Rim, not Pacific Rim.
The Pacific.
The Pacific, yeah. Pacific Rim's very different.
Jaeger.
We got Spielberg in. Yeah, it's a spiritual successor of Saving Private Ryan.
Right, you
What?
guys got your World War
Right,
II
you get
weapons,
the-
and then a Jaeger comes in.
Get the green screen ready.
And then you get bloody what's his name with the man of 10 accents and he can't work out which one to use. What's his name? The
fuck.
guy in Pacific Rim. He's also in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, the lead guy who's in Avatar as well.
Oh,
No, that's a
guy?
different guy again.
the
one
British
with,
guy.
oh, what's his name? Oh,
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Charlie Hunnam, the man of 1,000 accents.
I don't quite know if I'm American or Britain.
Don't get me wrong, I do love him. I love Sons of Anarchy. What a good show that was.
He very much is typecast, though, isn't he?
Yeah, very
I'd
much.
say.
Very
Yeah.
much, yeah.
But when it's like, it's quite a generic typecast that could fit into so
Yeah.
many different roles. So it's
It
like,
makes
well,
him seem quite
you're,
one-dimensional.
you're all right then. You're sorted. It's not some niche kind of, I don't know,
He was
weird
really good in Sons of
psycho
Anarchy.
character.
Yeah, he was really
I feel like he was pretty bland in Pacific Rim.
Nice, nicely done.
Ding
These
dong.
guys haven't really done anything against us.
Mm.
Don't mean to sound like I'm complaining about that though. 4-0's nice.
Yeah. Not putting up much of a fight.
Mark. Okay, so your
Mark
lines
Petrol.
are. Now try to remember this. I am Groot.
Oh, look at this back and forth.
I am Groot. Yeah, that's it. You got it. All right, let's start filming. I am Groot.
Oh,
Try and practice
Yeah.
it.
Deeper,
Can't
bit
really-
deeper, bit deeper.
Deep. Okay.
Perfect.
I wonder if he was paid less than the rest because his role was just to stand in the studio saying "I am Groot."
well, he
20
did
times.
he did some of the mocap, didn't he?
Mocap. Okay.
Sorry, performance capture.
That feels a bit kind of token though, in terms of like they could have got anyone to do a mocap of a tree.
Yeah.
I feel like they've just gone like, well, we paid for him.
It's
Should we
literally
just get him
like
to do the mocap? Yeah.
school
Yeah,
plays
let's
where
get him to
you
do
get
something.
you become a background object. That's basically him in a professional sense. It's like you can
Any
be the
person
fucking
could have-
tree.
Mocap.
Who's gonna dress up? Who's gonna wear the bobbles? I guess I'll wear the bobbles. Oh, James
Hey,
Gunn's
he's making
brother.
himself useful. Oh, really? So he didn't even.
He was paid $54 million for his role as Groot.
Oh, fuck off.
I'd be
That's
a tree for that.
insane. I would be.
I mean, I think I'm gonna say I'm gonna go out on a limb. Tree joke. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that there was probably more to it than just saying "I am Groot" a few times.
Of course, yeah.
Uh,
Of course, yeah. But
Yeah,
still.
different inflections. Yeah.
But when you
I am Groot.
look at the body of work and the fact that he didn't even need to be on set, he probably had it
The
easiest.
personality of wood.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, 54 mil. Fair play.
Here's a bit
Took
of
it very
trivia.
seriously.
Where
I'm sure he
was
did.
it?
That
Sticky
kind of
yellow.
money.
Jamie Foxx's real name is Marlon Bishop. When he first started out in stand-up, the organisers would only see a list of names for shows. He chose the stage name Jamie Foxx as it was pretty gender fluid, so he had more chance of being picked for shows if people thought he may be a woman, as stand-up was a huge sausage fest.
Good strategy. And also because he put two X's
Who
on his
hires
name.
things based on just reading something rather than seeing the
Well,
actual
Yeah, but
person?
Stand-up
that's the unfortunate reality
people.
of certain things.
Stand-up,
Yeah,
right.
so that's just a smart move. That's a good
Yeah.
business decision.
Fair play. I do like the
And it's,
the
you know, it's
double-X'd
good to have a
Fox
unique
as
name.
well. Shit me,
Yeah.
I've done that so many times where I just corkscrew out the way of the ball.
Yeah,
same.
so it's a classic.
It's just like I'll try and turn left and I'll just flick around the way.
Here's an unpopular
Strategy.
opinion. I know I'm, very rare to
There
give
we
them.
go.
I didn't think Baby Driver was that good.
fuck.
Speaking
Baby
of
Driver?
speaking
Really
of Jamie
enjoyed it.
Foxx, I mean,
Sounds
well,
tasty.
don't get me wrong. It's a good film. I was expecting people were really crazy about that film when it came out, and I'm like, okay,
really?
this is going to
I don't
be.
think they were. Well, I don't know. I
This,
didn't hear.
I've got them
rave
stuck in the
reviews
back of a
push
goal by the
over the
other
top.
person. Yeah, no,
I really enjoyed it.
it was all right.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. In terms of
So-
like
It's a
what I like about
masterclass in
Edgar Wright stuff
editing.
is just the edit style, and also just there's so much more energy on screen. Like especially with like stuff like Scott Pilgrim.
Who's
But,
the
like,
who's the
that-
guy
that
that's
felt-
like the bad guy in it? He was so fucking good.
Kevin Spacey.
No.
You mean
He's-
the guy who
uh,
plays Madman, the guy in Mad Men,
Turns.
John
Yeah,
Hamm?
Madman guy. John.
Oh,
Hamm.
John
He
Hamm.
was really.
He's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, John
so
Hamm's
fucking
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
That
This is the thing.
ending- that casting
If
with
they
the-
didn't have
Great
John
cast.
Hamm and Jamie Foxx in it, I've questioned. I just didn't think it was.
Oh yeah.
I really didn't think much of Baby,
Nice.
the character Baby. I was a
Oh
bit like,
yeah, and the name as well is a bit
Yeah.
just,
Baby.
okay. But
Also, it's hard to
I
watch
think
now
in
with
terms-
Kevin
it's-
Spacey in it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I just think that Edgar Wright makes films which he just wants to do these set pieces and like these kind of like he's
Yeah.
listened to a song on the way in and he's like,
I just love
God,
the
that'd be really
style.
good in
I
a
can
fucking
imagine a
film.
scene.
And then,
yeah.
all of the action
it
is
works.
so well
Music
done.
video directors do it all the time.
Like
I mean,
car
the
chases
driving
and
stuff is amazing.
so
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah, the stunt work.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't think it's a bad film. I was just expecting something like when I went in, maybe I just have heard of people over it or something. Maybe it's just my comparison. But I was like, that was
It might have been people's first foray into Edgar Wright and kind of blown away by like, at least this guy's doing something different,
Yeah.
because his editing style is so different
Madness.
from the formula, regular Hollywood formula that is. Like the whole intro
Scott Pilgrim's
sequence.
so good.
Scott Pilgrim's
I really
great.
enjoy
Yeah,
Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, the style of it is just really well executed.
I don't think there's many
I've
Edgar Wright
watched The
films I
Weeknd.
don't like.
mm,
It's one of
That's
my
a good point.
faves.
Yeah.
End of the World, whatever it's called.
The World's
that
End.
one
I
was
still
pretty
enjoyed it, but yeah, I know what you
insane.
mean. Like there is,
By far the
that's
worst
not
of the
up on the rankings. Yeah.
Cornetto trilogy. That was the weakest for sure.
Turns
Yeah.
out flipping
There was a
Hot
third one.
Fuzz was the best.
Fuzz for me is the
Yeah,
best.
Hot Fuzz
definitely.
was really good. Well, Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, I mean Shaun of the Dead kind of set the bar.
Yeah,
Hot Fuzz matched it, and then World's End kind of came a few years after. Where I'm
World's
guessing
End,
the
that's
cast
it.
were also probably like short. Simon Pegg had been doing fucking Mission Impossible films,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I'm guessing it just didn't have the same energy.
They
I
swapped the
I did
characters'
I
not.
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
personalities over and
that's it.
sucked.
That's it. That was what changed for me. I mean, I know.
Dynamic,
I'm sure that both actors have all of the breadth and ability in the world, but for me, when they switch the roles of the characters to make one of them the less
Yeah.
responsible one, that just wasn't as funny,
That's true.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
Nick Frost
Yeah.
plays a better like.
he plays a good
Silly
kind of
guy.
just
Yeah, yeah.
oafish kind of good character in that sense. I watched that was it? I can't remember the name now. Dead something. It was Bill Murray was in it. It's
Oh
released
yeah,
on
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah. The
The
dead
Dead Don't Die or something.
don't
or
die. Yeah.
fucking- is that what it is?
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, like that film, it has an interesting premise, so that's why I kind of kept watching it. But it just had zero style, and,
Right.
I almost think it just didn't have a budget because it felt like some of the shots, and you don't really notice that much in films, but it felt like some of the shots were just limiting themselves. Like there could have been a close-up here and there, or there could have been a cut-back shot here and there. It just felt like it was kind of an amateur job or like a student job, which is kind of weird when you see people like Adam Driver and
Yeah,
Bill
well,
Murray in a
I
film.
was really excited for that film. I looked at it, I'm like, oh wow,
Yeah.
this cast looks great and it's a really interesting idea. Then I
Yeah.
read a few reviews because I was a bit
Org.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, and pretty much everyone says that. It's like the leads are great, the
It just
actors are
doesn't-
great. it's just a
anywhere.
bit of a boring film. It's just like,
Yeah, it just
Right.
doesn't go anywhere. It's like, and the premise is quite interesting as well, which seems to be quite a trend with Netflix stuff recently, where they've got a great idea or like an interesting idea, and it's just kind of executed
Bit weak.
poorly. Yeah, whether that's poor direction or budget or what, I'm
Mhm.
not sure, but you wouldn't think that. I mean, I don't know if it was actually a Netflix production, so.
Have you watched
can't
all of
say
Sweet
it's just,
Tooth now?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I enjoyed that. I
Yeah.
thought it was yeah, entertaining. I thought it was good.
Some of it's a bit Tracy Beaker at times, I would say.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially when you see all. Oh
Right.
God, there was
Yeah.
a point in it
Yeah.
where you see
Yeah, I
a
think you
collection
know
of
what I'm.
these
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
and it felt like a school play. It'd been,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
like rushed together because I was like, well, they've done a lot of work on this main character's like
Yeah.
makeup, but the rest of them look like they're queuing up to be in a play. Yeah, like,
yeah,
they're just-
yeah.
I was like, takes a little bit of the edge off, but
I had the same problem
For the
with
fact that- for
Falcon
the
and the Winter
content of the fact
Soldier as
that-
well. Exact same problem
Oh,
with Falcon
really?
and the Winter Soldier. If you've seen that, it's different plot line obviously, but the bad guys in Falcon and the Winter Soldier felt like
They're
that.
a
It was
little
just like
crap.
school play
Give him a
kind
mask.
no.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'm playing my fucking ass off here, by the way.
yeah. Well
I
done.
know, yeah.
I'm not. 13 seconds. Here we go.
We'll hold it. We'll hold it and win.
This is it. This is the
it.
win. Need to lean in now. We'll get him.
But yeah, the premise of
Right, I'm
that
in the mid.
Sweet Tooth thing, the fact that like
Yeah, really cool idea.
the whole idea is that they want to kind of harvest them is the.
Well,
interesting
hold on,
part.
Ross. That's a fucking massive spoiler.
Is it really?
Yes.
I didn't realize that it was. I thought it was like mentioned early on. But yeah, either way, watch it, enjoy it. It's good. Oh shit! No, a panic jump.
Please.
Oh,
No, it's
love
over.
of God.
No, it's over.
No, that was my bad.
It's over now.
Way too early.
No, well, to be honest, they did kind of just outshoot you at the end there.
All right, this time,
Yeah.
no mention of Sweet Tooth.
Hmm.
Means you don't need to watch it now. No, I
Trying to
would watch
just-
it.
I mean,
Forget what you said.
it's not going to ruin the entire series, but anyway,
Not
yeah.
at all, no. If anything, I would say it encourages you to watch it over the childish nature of the title and how it's advertised.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that show is a weird one. Like you say, some of the elements of it are really developed and really high budget, and then other elements are them fucking around on a high ropes course.
I've seen all of Loki, by the way, now.
Oh
All 2
yeah,
episodes.
I love that show.
It was
Uh,
alright.
There is a scene in that which looks really thrown together last minute.
Right?
Aside from everything else looking incredible.
Can you give us the vague hint of what that scene might be?
Pompeii.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Really, really thrown together set.
yeah.
Basically,
I guess they had no idea what it would
couple
look
of
like.
stalls and a-
I don't know, maybe
Well, I
they
think
other
they're
people
capable of
have,
making
yeah.
something incredible.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that felt like a reshoot.
Quite a funny scene though, I thought.
Yeah, really funny. I think that helped it because it's like it felt so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say anything else about the show. I really enjoyed it.
I love Owen Wilson's a great casting. Like
Owen Wilson.
he does, it works so well. Him and Loki's like conversational stuff is,
Yeah.
I think, really funny.
I don't get Loki because he's a god, right? And he's got a god complex. And
Mhm.
then he has very like, I don't know, it's very humanized conversation sometimes where he's just caught with his pants down a lot.
I think that's what they're trying to resolve with this series. They're trying. I think a lot of people
Right.
are confused as to what he really stands for because he's killed plenty of people, as well. Like he is, a bad guy. Like he's killed a lot of people and is apparently
But yeah, that's the thing.
self-absorbed.
He's done
But
such big gravitas things, and then he has conversations about stuff in a library,
Mhm.
and he's like conforming to the rules of that library.
yeah,
for
yeah,
example.
yeah, yeah.
Just
I
a
know what you mean.
little-
Well, also though, like the way that they changed Loki's
Well, he's keeping quiet.
Loki's arc in the Avengers films, like he became very much a good guy by the end of it. Like especially his last
Yeah.
scenes in Avengers. Like you were just like,
yeah, you're right.
he was great all along.
He's
and also,
questioning every- oh,
sorry, I chipped over the goal.
Oh, shit, they've
Oh,
just
clear it,
missed
drop.
one.
There you go, you got it. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean though. It is confusing. I think that's kind of the point though. They probably will get
I like
to the,
it because he's a great actor.
Yeah.
I think if it wasn't him acting it so well, it would have been a bit weird.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, the Loki in the series is pre him becoming a good guy though. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. So like, we know he's got it in him somewhere, but he hasn't done it yet. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I'm looking forward to more. I'm glad it's like longer episodes
I
as
want to
well.
know how this plays out. Like, if it's that section of the Avengers, ultimately you see him again.
Nice.
It's a sacred timeline, etc. I won't say
Yeah.
anymore. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, outside of like plot or anything like that, it's kind of laughable how much better Loki and WandaVision is than Falcon and the Winter Soldier in ways
No,
other
I
than
really
the actors.
The main plot was shit, yeah, but I really thought the character plots were really good.
Yeah,
I
so
enjoyed all the
whenever
character development.
whenever the Falcon and the Winter Soldier were actually on screen together, it was great. Really,
It's
really
great.
interesting
Amazing,
and
yeah.
really well done.
Oh, shit.
Their interactions were really well written.
No.
It's a fucking mess.
But yeah,
Um,
I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed all of the individual plot points. Like, Falcon was a really good rise to character. Bucky was like a tortured person trying to make amends
Yeah.
and rectify his past. All really well told. I could believe it.
Fucking
Fuck
God.
me. Falcon had to be changed last minute due to plot change. Yeah. I know why it's weak. Still doesn't.
What did they
take away from the
change?
fact that so the original plot point was meant to be about the pandemic, a pandemic and a virus. They
Right.
thought that's a little too close to home with the lockdown and everything.
Yeah.
So they changed the plot point to be about the
Super soldiers?
terrorist gang of super serum people.
Which was almost a really cool idea. When I first saw, I mean, again, sorry if you haven't seen it yet, but it has been out long enough, I think, for us to not want to spoil it. Well, we'll try not to, but the whole super soldier concept was a really good idea, and I was like, this is cool, because, yeah, what would happen if we had a bunch of essentially Captain Americas and stuff like
Yeah.
that? But it was just,
It just
the
didn't
delivery of
have
the
any weight to
idea was fucking just, oh,
It's a
God.
bunch of like anarchistic teens.
Yeah, teens
Like,
who
that's what
also
it felt like.
also had like apparently had the world's best interests at heart, and like the whole idea of like wanting to like unite the world again, like the whole idea of
Again,
the
I don't want to spoil it too much.
but this is something that if you've seen Avengers, I think you'd understand. So the snap removed half of the world's population, and what that meant was the world sort of changed. It was no longer really a squabbling world with borders. That's quite a good shot. It wasn't a squabbling world with borders, and that was kind of a cool idea. It was globalism, it was unity, and it was a really interesting idea. But they kind of convoluted it by just occasionally having the bad guys like blow things up and stuff, and it's just like, well, what? Like, what's their message? Yeah, no, it did. That kind of ruined it for me, if I'm not gonna lie. I liked it, liked the leads, but
I still enjoyed the show.
yeah, I
It
guess
ruined it.
we didn't ruin it. I just felt like it didn't give the main leads a fair shake of a good story.
Yeah, I felt like it's going to get forgotten about a bit.
Yeah, big time.
compared to these other ones.
Uh-huh.
Alright, go mid. Are they defending well? They are kind of defending well. Oh shit, you fucking knocked me down. You bastard.
Yeah, they're getting balls above us and stuff.
These guys are pretty good.
I'm coming in for an aerial.
Some of the shots have been pulled
Whoa!
off.
Yeah, they're just going
Impressive.
for like big aerials and stuff. They're basically all trot. Not that trots.
Too many trots.
They're all capable of going for those like finishing hits mid-air in front of the goal.
Indeed.
Alright, roll in. Oh. Ah, shit. Ah,
Oh, goal's open.
that's the
Nice.
Oh, yes. What a
Right,
shot as
one
well,
more to
fucking hell.
equalise in 18 seconds. We can do this.
Oh. This great shot like this. Boink.
I just pulled a roof drop. These guys are fucking Smurfs. Potentially. We'll see what ranks they are. I mean, gold 3.
A roof drop. Is that like a specific like hard move?
Well, yeah,
Oh.
anything coming off the walls
God
or
damn.
ceiling.
Oh, yes, drop. Yes, drop. Oh, no.
Just need everyone up here shooting.
I mean, there were 2 in the goal.
That was a good,
Yeah.
good shot. Nearly
Yeah.
it. Nearly it.
I think they know what they're doing. Yeah,
Two,
some of these are
two
Smurfs.
tournament winners.
Well, their MMR's like 550.
Well, that's a
And that's the guy
diamond
that
season
scored
2
the
tournament
most.
winner, and then a gold season 2
No,
tournament
the
winner.
one, the Mats guy.
Yeah.
Has only got a MMR of 550. He scored the most. I don't know. It seems a little.
Suspicious.
I mean, I can get smurfing, like one player smurfing when 2 of the people on their team are like really not that good. Like,
Yeah.
as in, I understand where that comes. Because hold on, I'll get on my other account so you guys don't get ranked against amazing people. But when the whole
Yeah.
team,
Well, it's because I
It's
don't know. Maybe
smurfing.
they're just really struggling in their current position. I don't know. And so they're just like, well, let's just go and fuck around in
Just reset
our
our
alt
scores.
accounts.
yeah,
It's not fun, is it? Doesn't
No.
make it fun for anyone else.
I did start watching Bad Batch, Oliver Sherlock. Yeah, it's all right. It's pretty good.
It's basically, you just got to remember it's a kids show, I guess.
Sort of, yeah.
Batch.
No, it's
I
cool.
think I've heard of that one.
It still has a lot of.
It's on
adult
Disney Plus.
themes.
It's like a new. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's about basically, you know, when Order 66 happened, Ross, and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the clone troopers
okay. So
killed all the
it's-
Jedi.
Execute order.
Yeah.
It's about a group of clone troopers who, like, for whatever reason, don't execute Order 66, and like the
Fair.
implication of that.
They refuse.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Kinda
it
like
is. It
what,
is. It's an easy watch.
They do in
Oh,
Awakens, right?
I would have stayed on the inside there, Trotmas.
Sorry?
I would have stayed on the inside of the ball there. I would have stayed on the right hand side there. You because see what you did.
Smith, I could not
But, like, I
catch
don't
up
think
to
he would've
that
got
man.
to
Yeah, you might not have been. Yeah. But I would have.
No,
I
you
still would.
should've
I'm
brought
just
the
saying.
ball
I'm
to
just
you.
saying. I'm just saying what I would have done. Oh, they. Oh, they don't refuse. No, well, I'm trying to be vague with it, Mark. I did say for whatever reason. I don't know whether you're responding to me. Chode Force. Nice save.
Nice save.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
centered.
hanging back too much. Nice, nice. Oh,
Oh, that was
oh, that
promising,
bobbled.
sorry.
That bobbled. That was lag.
Oh. Nice.
I'm coming in on that. Oh, just got to
Crazy
it.
area. You got it? Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm behind you both.
Really bounced it back and circle around.
Same.
You got that drop? I'll go for it. Go for a drop.
Ah, they missed. Yeah, yeah. Running down. I'm behind.
I'm in the mid.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, oh, oh. Too slow, rolling too slow. So, whoa.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey Ross, what's your favourite
Nice.
fish?
And
A flounder.
flounder. Definitely, yeah.
That's
Well,
just
that's
the
the
name
most-
of the fish and
Yeah,
Mer-
it's
Little
just the
Mermaid,
name
yeah.
of a fish in Little Mermaid. No, that's where they got it from. Flounder's a real fish.
so snarky. Jesus.
It came out more snarky than I wanted it to.
Orderasi.
That's nothing. Oh, shit. Oh, I got blown up.
Oh, my bad.
Flash. Oh, Christ. Go for the little toss. Toss on the tap. Oh, they've centered it.
Oh,
Nice.
Didn't quite get the angle on it I wanted to. Everything's better. Everything's. Will we get DMCA'd for singing that? We probably will, right?
I don't fucking
Isn't
know,
it
man.
fun living in a world where we
Maybe.
can't sing songs?
Well, yeah, someone made a point saying that the DMCA thing was made many years before streaming.
But I mean,
before,
but the
you
thing
know,
is,
these platforms,
they're
so,
still
like, there needs to be like a reform of some kind.
Oh, they do. Yeah, there does need to be. Yeah, but it's
Just to address
happened on
certain
Twitch, right?
Restrictions.
Channels have been blocked and stuff
Yeah.
for doing it, or
My other account got banned for just that I just farted and then boom, I banned.
really.
Well, but you just did it
just
into the
farted.
microphone.
What song did
I
it
was in a
sound like?
bikini, but
Oh,
In a bikini, farting into a microphone, licking it, simulating
that's
a blowjob.
so weird.
And that's nothing wrong with it.
That's-
That's actually perfectly PG stuff.
You were simulating a blowjob,
Absolutely
right?
fine.
I was thinking about
Yeah, yeah.
this the other day. There's like a race between certain content creators that are desperately trying to find loopholes in Twitch guidelines, and Twitch desperately trying to be as inclusive as possible. It's like a race to the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah. Get your bag, bitch. Actually, don't do that, though. Can you stop farting into the mic? Oh, God, we're going to have to ban them for 3 days.
okay, we
like-
made a nice
It's
new
your fifth
category
ban, so
for
you
you.
can
Please go.
come back later and do the same
Please
thing.
go.
Like
Pigeonhole
Twitch,
yourself.
Twitch is like desperately trying to be as open-minded as possible with
Tiptoeing.
this categorization, and it's just like
Tiptoeing
no,
around,
it's
like,
at a
"Do you
certain
want this
point.
to be a campsite?
Yeah,
You got to set a standard
It's a
for your
very thin
website.
line.
You
It's
can't
so
be
fucking
all
dumb.
wishy-washy about it.
and then certain content creators are just like, well, now I'm gonna do this, and then Twitch is just like they're just
Well, yeah,
like
I mean-
pulling its hair out, trying to be the good, like trying to be this nice
Yeah.
guy, basically, or woman or whoever person.
When you consider
But,
how
yeah.
much money these people are making, they are finding loopholes because they're making shit.
Exactly.
Like an evening.
I mean, I get it.
Way more than you'd make on probably like a random campsite. So they're
Yeah.
like, well, shit, let's mainstream this and see what
Wouldn't you?
works.
Yeah.
They've allowed hot tubs. Let's see what else they allow. Fart into a microphone. See what
That's the
happens.
thing,
Maybe
like-
they'll make a category for it.
All these like Twitch addresses these things first because they're the most potentially
Yeah.
damaging, I guess, or the most
Yeah.
talked about thing on their website. So it's almost like the people that are breaking the rules are being catered to first and making big changes to Twitch.
Yeah.
Like they got
Yeah,
their own
that's a good
category out
point.
of it.
That's kind of how the world
That's a good
works.
point.
So let's be honest, that is how the
True.
world
The most
works.
vocal.
Yeah.
Like,
it's,
or like you
push
know,
boundaries
like
and then plug holes.
legislation as well. You know, they're
Ooh.
much sooner gonna deal with
Oh,
a
shit,
major
you're
problem
right.
than say like change to proportional representation.
Yeah, true.
All the things that are happening faster than they can keep up with, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put out
They've got
fires
to do it
before
quickly.
building
Yeah.
log houses.
Because I think every streamer in their bloody nan has made the joke. Oh, we're just doing a hot tub stream. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, we get it now. Yeah, that's the meta. And then the
Whoops.
moment they make a tab for it, time to mix it up. Let's get ASMR on and go, show our
Yeah.
ass off. Even though I think that's in the, I think that's in the T's and C's not to accentuate genitalia or body parts.
I mean,
That's why they
ultimately,
were banned. But
they-
I'm more surprised that 5 bans in and you're allowed to just keep getting banned. And that's like,
well, they're not bans. They're,
There's no, like-
they're suspensions, aren't they? That's the thing. They're like,
okay, right.
I think people are calling them bans, but they are really just suspensions.
They are.
As soon as OnlyFans gets a reliable streaming service built into it, then I'm sure that this problem will go
Oh,
away.
Yeah. Because people, I don't know. That's a, I think it's the fact that this is like a more of a mainstream platform that's the way it's going.
Well, that's where the
access
discovery's coming. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the certain content creators in question already have a big enough following now. I don't know. I mean, I know
think so,
what
yeah.
I know what you're
I think so.
saying, but like I
Yeah.
think that all you're doing is stopping new creators coming on and breaking the rules or bending the rules to do things like this, and that's not really a bad thing. I think just create a service elsewhere, and that should kind of
Yeah.
alleviate it.
I'm
I
not
think you
And-
can't fault these people for
it's quite
pushing the boundaries
promising.
because they're making money. That's why.
I don't know. I think I
they
can
do
fault
it.
them because they're contributing to
Yeah.
a culture I don't agree with, and that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel.
Is it a
about
culture, or is it just because of the platform they're on and the fact that we're on that same? Oh, fuck me.
It's a culture.
guy.
No, well, it's a wider culture. It's a wider culture of essentially just I don't know, selling sex online to people without any form of regulation. I think essentially. I mean, I'm not anti-sex work at all. I am pro-regulation, legalization of sex work, 100%. Just like I'm that with drugs as well. Making things illegal is not the way to solve a problem. Regulation is. Good regulation is. So and I just don't think there is such a thing. I think it's really hard to do on Twitch when You know, the majority of your website's about gaming, and all of the culture and rules you've established in your company is around like a gaming environment and audience. I don't think it's that complicated. Nice save drop.
Save.
Exactly. Sex work needs to be on the right channels, not such a broad place as the Twitch.
But this is
page.
it, yeah, exactly. Like, you know, someone made a point. You know, this is I think minimum age is 13, right, to download the app and T's and C's, etc. And yeah, when the front page is filled with that, it's just like, oh shit, okay, like what website am I on? It was at the weekend when that was on was it Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday? I think both of the people who got banned were at the top with like 20k viewers each. And they're just farting into like those ear headphone things that look like ears. For
Oh, the binaural.
Farting, Ross.
Normalized
Normalised
farting.
farting, but
Oh.
I mean, yeah, is there anything wrong with just farting? But I mean,
Maybe we're
is it
challenging
the fact that the
our
microphone's
prudish norms.
No,
I mean,
Trot. I don't
we
think
farted
that's
in each other's
true.
faces, I'm sure.
I mean, farting's great. Don't get me wrong. Hilarious. Always funny. I find it.
Yeah. Horny?
Not horny, no.
Each to their
Doesn't
own,
tickle-
Alex Smith.
doesn't
Oh,
tickle me,
true.
but sure, anyone else could be enjoying.
At the very least, get a cake involved. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Get
it's not.
some
It's not.
baked goods
It's
involved.
not the specific acts that bother me. I don't really give a shit. It's generally just like the. I mean, what is
It's-
this?
it
It's the
feels
thin
like
line
a
between the two, right?
Rotation of an age demographic that normally would be regulated in any other media.
Yeah.
For them not to be able to see it, and because they can access it,
True.
Here.
Yeah, like your mum can't
And you
have
have
go. Well, it's a
correction.
13 app, so I'm on the right. The T's and C's are there, mum. I've ticked all the boxes. I'm not on porn.
Oh my god.
This is allowed.
Yeah, I kind of agree in the fact that it's not the right platform in its current state. I think Twitch needs to kind of draw a line somewhere, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is it, and this is what's annoying about it. I think that's very much it.
Oh my god.
Stand
shit,
for
what a
something. Like stand for something, essentially. Like they're just racing themselves to the bottom. There's, no, let's be more inclusive and more inclusive and more inclusive. And it's just like,
And then,
I mean,
you
I
Twitch
get it.
Red, whatever is.
I get the notion of being inclusive. It's great. It's just a bit like these people are just basically gaming you. Ultimately, you can't treat people
Yeah,
who are
yeah.
gaming you.
It's
One of them-
hard not to see it like that with, like, for example, taking Amaranth
Yeah.
as an example. It's clear that she's just trying to find any old way to loophole the T's and C's and figures out a new thing that brings in a huge audience, and is just awaiting that ban.
And,
that
and
ban
she
gonna
is
give us some notoriety.
she is
People are gonna talk about
absolutely
it.
minted, by the way. She's like
Yeah.
ridiculously minted. She's '1 on OnlyFans, which also has a gigantic, very
Really?
yeah. She like
So she's making millions.
probably yeah
'Cause there was
yeah
somebody on,
I mean, definitely yearly. She
in
must.
David Dobrik's vlog. I don't know if you've heard of her, Corinna Kopp. She did a OnlyFans recently. She made like $1 million in like 48 hours.
Yeah. So
if she's on, if Amaranth's on top,
yeah.
she was making millions, and she's still just
Yeah.
sitting on Twitch like dead-eyed, just waiting for people to send money.
Yeah, in
If
essentially
you're making
underwear.
millions, would you do that?
I mean, exactly. It's not exactly like that. Twitch is protecting like a champion of free speech here. You know, like
Maybe they're, maybe they're making bank off her though.
well, they probably are. Yeah. But then again, I don't think they really care because they've got the Amazon Infinite Money Tree, which at this point is so much money.
The thing is, though, I'm sure it's not like that. It's not Bezos giving them unlimited resources. They probably have to reach certain goals.
Yeah, they do.
Profits, right?
But at the
In order
point
to not be
where
shut
they
down.
ban a person because they're using it as a sex window, a digital sex window, I don't think Amazon's going to go, well, you got to get it back on because you're going to run out of money and we can't just give you money, lol. Let the people wearing underwear come on and fart on stream on your gaming website. You know, I don't. It's true, Trot. You're right. That is true. But I don't think that conversation is ever going to happen where that's a problem. I think people are being far too
Not
diplomatic
Amazon
about
don't
it,
exactly have
basically.
good morals either, or ethics.
Well, yeah. She certainly doesn't seem to have any.
Yeah, and that's been promoted.
Yeah, but, like,
or encouraged.
When
Not
you're making so much
encouraged,
money
but
for doing literally
allowed.
nothing but standing there and people are just looking at it, that's like you'd be like, well, fuck, I'm just gonna make silly money today, and so whilst no one's stopping it, you know.
yeah.
Mhm.
I can understand the
Like it must be
process behind
one of
it.
the,
It's
she's
just
not going to go. Actually, I'm going to stop today. One of them, I
Well-
think, one of the ones that got banned made a joke saying that, oh well, it's nice of Twitch to kind of give us a 3-day weekend or something, like when they got banned, because they don't
know
take that
that-
seriously at all. So it's like those suspensions are just piss takes, really, because like you're suspending them for something that they're going to come back and do again. So when you
Again,
do
it
it 5
becomes,
times, why is that allowed 5 times? I don't know.
it becomes marketing because everyone
We've
talks
been
about
banned
it.
ever. We've never been banned. have we?
No, we've not been banned. Not yet.
Not yet. This might be
Too
it.
squeaky clean.
This might be it. Too outspoken.
Right. Let's all start rubbing our groins on camera when we score.
Yeah.
That
but
way,
then also
But only,
talk
obviously,
about
only if we hit certain milestones.
really
We've got
provocative
to
things
get
as well. I want to be banned for free
Yeah.
speech violations.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be banned for that if I'm not earning fucking bank doing it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But then again, all we're doing here is essentially boiling down ethics to money.
That's
Like that-
essentially all it is.
I mean, that's essentially what money does.
Ethics be damned. I'm
Yeah.
earning money.
How much money would it take for you to put aside your ethics?
Like
Well,
Ross
when you
says,
look at Jackass,
yeah.
they did the worst things to their own bodies for like this, you know, for a show, for a joke, for money.
Yeah, but
The
that's
same
their
with,
own
like, David
bodies.
Dobrik's crew of people, like they're all just like doing dumb shit, shaving their fucking eyebrows off and whatever, just because they know that it makes them money and views. So yeah, it's all a system of
I guess
how
like
much can
then
we degrade ourselves to make the people laugh and, you know.
if they're
get money
willing to
come
be
flowing.
the jester, then that's
Yeah,
their own prerogative, right? I guess
Yeah.
that's distributed on a network where it's after the watershed, they're following regulation, like Smith says.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not exactly put on the Good Morning TV Big Breakfast show just before school, which I feel like Twitch is like prime hours, isn't it?
Oh,
It doesn't
just
really
on the
matter
edge.
when they're streaming.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's not. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Like there's an age gate on our YouTube videos, and we often get
What is it? Yeah,
reported
someone.
if we even cross that line of doing something silly. So there's nothing really like that on
someone
Twitch. apart
tweeted
from-
that the highlights from like Amaranth's stream were age gated on YouTube, and it's like, well, that's what does that tell you? Like, there's clearly a restriction.
And you know what's really annoying?
Gated.
The reason that we can't put certain content on YouTube now is because of people like this who continuously
Yeah.
push and break rules in order to make money, and then we end up all paying the price when the whole platform becomes more regulated. The whole platform becomes more censored. The whole platform becomes worse to use because certain people can't act responsibly or don't care about acting responsibly.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
just not
the
cool,
fringe
man.
few that
It's just
take
not
things
cool.
to extremes where they have to step in.
oh, for God's sake.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 3, 5.
There is definitely a mature. Oh, press start to. This is a mature stream. Still, the people like I don't know how to pronounce the name. Amaranth.
Yeah, that's
Amaranth?
about right. Yeah, yeah.
I think that's.
We're front page anyway, and there is no like mature thing there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They were front page all the time.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the problems, yeah.
No! Oh my God, that was floundering. Yeah,
It's a weird
It's,
like
odd.
you're allowing this but not allowing that kind of mentality with Twitch.
We're
Where
not,
it's
even,
like
we're
yeah.
not even allowed to swear on like YouTube like as a platform anymore either. Like, I'm not doing that. That's obviously Twitch's fault. That's nothing to do with Twitch. Twitch allows us to swear. We can say fucking burger.
Well, you say that. We can't actually say certain things that they've classified as derogatory.
Oh,
remember
Oh
that?
yeah, of course.
I mean,
Yeah.
fair enough. I don't really
Like,
care.
if I
That's
was out-
fine. If you want to remove
yeah.
that, that's fine. But yeah, there is some censorship there in that respect.
Because sometimes I cook with extra virgin olive oil. and
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to mention the part about it that I love
Yeah.
the most. Is the
Yeah.
fact that it is, in fact, extra.
I mean, that's not even addressing the fact there's nothing
That-
wing with being a virgin, and it's not even a remarkable thing.
No, of course not. Sure.
But they've taken that word
yeah,
out
Yeah, but
for
like
some
obviously
reason.
it can be weaponized. Anything weaponized. But yeah, that is an interesting point.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
the
like,
thing
not
is
even,
Anything can be weaponized,
That's-
though. I could call you a
that's the
fucking
slippery
cheese
slope.
grater, couldn't I?
The slip-
Aren't you, Trot? You're a fucking
So-
cheese grater. If I say it in a certain way,
if enough people in chat started saying it as an insult, then yeah,
Yeah,
it would probably
exactly.
turn
the
into, like,
mentality that gets you to Amaranth's level.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
just put
Push those
poking the
boundaries,
bear.
Where it's like, that's not breaking the rules though.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say this.
Yeah, yeah. cheese grater brain.
To get cheese grater. What
Yeah.
word can we get banned? What mundane, needless word can we get banned from Twitch?
Pocket.
We have to have a quite big pocket. You dirty little pocket.
You pocket.
Such a fuck pocket.
You can't just add a swear word to make it. That's got to be one rule. When we're trying to work
No,
this
okay,
out,
that's it.
you
Yeah,
can't,
yeah,
because
sorry,
I mean,
yeah.
calling someone a fucking cheese
That does-
grater sounds worse than calling them a cheese grater.
That's
let's be
worse
honest.
than just a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Right, these guys were too good. Spain, 2010. Nice. All the way back.
we got wrecked.
11 years.
Time
We
to
did that one.
leave.
Ranked.
Ranked.
Ranked for a minute. Let's warm up in cash.
Polly Pocket. Let's get that censored.
You might have to stop thinking about farts if you want to win. How do you know? That might be my motivation. That's my Michael Phelps pregame. Thinking about farts.
Yeah, we know that there is a mature thing because we have it.
Yeah, we've got it on.
That's not really the problem. Because people are exploiting the
Yeah,
other
but the thumbnail
Also
still comes up, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Also, and like the whole
doesn't
argument
do
of like,
anything.
you have to be 13 to use an account or mature content, it's complete bollocks. It takes about 2 seconds to circumvent any of those measures. This isn't about a systems thing. It's about a culture thing.
Fucking hell.
It's about what kind of culture you want to create.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The system
and like,
can always be exploited.
it didn't take long for them to make a separate category. Well, they make a category for farts.
Mhm.
For audio farts.
That's
I
the
don't
thing,
know,
like, if
that's
you
another
make a
cheese grater
category
idea
like
from Ross
that-
there. Straight through the
Trying to
holes.
think of
Pretty
whether
cheese grater idea there.
it does sound like
It
I
gives
look
it
and
so
feel like a
much
cheese
credibility
grater.
when it has its own category that stands at the same level as all the other, like art,
Yeah.
fart.
When the when they brought in the hot tub thing as a section, I'm just like, what is this? What has this changed? Like, now they've just got a different title under the
replaced-
window of the video they're showing.
Yeah, but like, I think that's affected their
To
views. though,
remove
because
it.
I think people obviously haven't gone onto that tab, and they've now then moved back into just chatting or wherever to
And then
do
got
the other
banned.
stuff, and that's how they got banned.
but I mean, like,
So maybe that's just like, oh, you've allowed it, so bored of that now. I'll go somewhere else. No one's going to that one.
nobody wants to risk the cancel culture. I think that might be part of it. They don't want to say anything too stancy because they worry about the backlash from it. Like, I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's a downside of. I mean, there is downsides to sort of being as open-minded as they are, I suppose. It's just
Nice. Roll it up.
go trot,
Well,
go.
open-minded
all the way,
about
son.
one
That's yours as a
thing.
gift.
And drawing a hard line over other things like words.
Mhm.
So it's clear they've made a point before of like setting rules and regulations for certain things, but then they're being a bit washy-washy about this. That doesn't put much trust in their
Mhm.
ability to set a regulation.
No, I do know. Yeah, I'm GGSVV321. Is that a password? Was saying I sounded starting to sound like the Conservative Party is trying to ban spanking. I know I do. Honestly, I think I do. To be honest, I understand what I'm saying is a little bit. I don't know. Inconsiderate, a little bit right wing. I don't know what you want to call it. I appreciate that. But I do feel myself sometimes looking at these systems and going like, I want to be an open-minded, progressive person, full of empathy, and then that's what I want to be, and I try to be. But still, you can still be that, and then look at these things
Let
and go,
farting
this is a
happen.
bit messed up. This is stupid.
Yeah,
You know?
and also like I think as users of the platform, I think it's fair that we should have like we're allowed to comment on something that's directly affects us. As in, like, if people go to this website and think it's a fucking cam site, and we're on it, like that doesn't represent us and our brand very well.
Yeah.
Do you not? Do you
Yeah,
know what I
no,
mean?
I
know
agree,
that
I
sounds,
agree,
like, very
yeah.
personal and our own. It's all about me,
I'm
but
not sure it matters.
we're on this platform, and it's like, well,
I think
And it-
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because like, the thing is, yeah, if anyone you know went on a discovery page on Twitch, and that is the content. I mean, it does brand. Oh wow. Okay, it does.
Fuck me,
It
that
does.
was lucky as hell.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. it does brand the platform. I think. I know what you mean. It doesn't define us, and I'm sure.
Yeah,
we'll,
again, it doesn't define us. I'm not that bothered. I don't think it makes any difference to our viewership or anything like that. But like, it's one of those things that, like, on a wider scale, I can see why some people might then steer away from Twitch and go to YouTube or something. And
if we were playing at a music festival, if we were doing a music festival tour for a year, there will be certain shows that have certain kinds of acts and certain shows that have other kinds of acts, and we would choose which festival to play at based on the kind of acts that are playing. And I think that's basically the same process as you were just describing.
But yeah, like you say, it's one of the things people will tiptoe around because they don't want to offend everyone, or they don't want to put restrictions on everything. And nobody wants restrictions, but I think that's the thing. There's no line at the moment, and I think that's what they're kind of trying to figure out, and that's why they're making categories for these things, because they don't know how to do it. Because ultimately, being in a hot tub doesn't mean shit unless you're just really fucking turned on by people in hot tubs. Like, that's down to the individual, right?
Turned on by inanimate objects, so.
Well, yes. I mean, something slightly moving in a breeze. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Jizz in my pants.
That? God, I'm gonna have to.
I think there's always an audience for it, regardless of what it is. If it's even remotely sexually suggestive, that sells. It's just, do you want it on your platform?
Yeah.
I'm sick of market forces dictating our goddamn morals. That's basically where this all comes from. It's like you drill down into any big social or cultural issue affecting people's work, people's education, people's lives, and it always comes down to market forces of like, well, that's what people want, that's what people think, and it's like,
give them
people
more.
Really want to
it's like
people firing into microphones, just enjoy it.
Yeah, we need to be capable of having more conversations and coming to more sort of conclusions than just like, well, it's market forces is what it is. It's like, okay, I guess.
Oh, nice little chip.
Yeah, it's difficult because money dictates
everything.
our current
Yeah, no,
world
it is. But we are
existence.
human beings. We have the capability of choosing not to do that. And it shouldn't. We've become far too comfortable with it being pretty much our only guiding principle. And I know it's hard to come up with guiding principles.
Very difficult thing to wow.
Yeah, how the hell do I score that?
Fundamentally change though. That's like an uprooting of our entire society to think differently.
Well, it's not. No, again, this is another thing. I think, of course, to completely change, yes, it would be. But it can be a transition, it can be a process, it can be a conversation that we build upon. It doesn't have to be uprooting the whole system. This is another thing about like when you start talking about like socialist principles in a capitalist world. It's like we don't have to go full socialist. We can create just a slightly fairer, equal world that has some socialist mechanisms, things like that. But I mean, again, I'm no politician. Whoa! Sorry. That's all right. We saved. We saved.
Just ram my way in there. It's a complicated subject, isn't it?
It is.
Doesn't have a straight black and white answer.
No, everything's complex, really. But
I think the chaos of the internet is trying to set a new standard for the entire world that is connected to it.
Yeah.
And there's always a battle as to what comes out on top.
They want a rematch to it.
So many different opinions and thoughts that have just been opened up for the first time in any generation, and they're all being challenged, and people want answers out of all of them. And yeah, unfortunately, the big corporations have a lot of sway in those values because they get to decide ultimately what is shown on the websites.
Yeah. It's a responsibility for the culture you're creating. I think also the thing about like internet platforms in general is they go through almost a cycle of like this Wild West phase of like anything goes and people can make big money and people can do whatever they want, and a lot of exploratory stuff happens, and then eventually once the Wild West phase starts to sort of settle down a bit, then the regulation has to come in order to sort of make sure things aren't really harmful, I suppose. And the problem is working out what's harmful as well, obviously, as well. It's hard to decide what's harmful. You know who talked about cycles and systems and circles? Karl Marx. And if everything goes in circles, everything, absolutely everything. The systems change and develop based on previous systems, like previous ways of things before them. So, you know, the Wild West era of digital platforms will almost always morph into the sort of pseudo-regulation and then eventually the full regulation. And then through that regulation, they probably lose users. And then a new platform comes along, which creates a Wild West again, and then everyone moves over to that platform, and everything just goes in old circles.
Yeah, but Karl Marx is a Amaranth stan, so...
He might be.
Hey guys, why are you complaining? There's a girl with her titties out on stream. Come on. Don't complain.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
Yeah.
There's a place for it, guys. There's a better place for it. Surely. Come on.
There's loads of places for it. There's so many places for it.
It's the equivalent of just jerking it to the magazines Trott found in his fucking floorboards.
Oh, what magazines? Amazing
There's
magazines.
so much better.
I mean, not amazing,
Better
but
shit
like
out there. Come on, guys.
unbelievable that Trott found 80s porn in his fucking attic.
In hardcore.
It's that 80s hardcore porn that you didn't
From
find in a
Mexico
forest.
City.
Is it weird not seeing it covered in leaves and dirt?
It is. It's such good condition.
And also
Oh, it's
often
just
shredded and like
ruined.
part of the soil.
Shredded, yeah.
You know, and it's like, I gotta patch this
Single
bad boy
image.
together.
Yeah. God, this is a real puzzle.
Do you know why things often end up in woods and stuff like that?
Why is that?
'Cause apparently it was mostly truck drivers that just
Ooh,
throw them
shit.
out the window.
Oh,
Toss
that makes
'em.
sense.
Just toss 'em. I feel like that's like a urban myth. Yeah.
Well, it
I
makes
heard
sense,
the
though.
truck driver.
Long
It does
trips.
make sense, yeah. Or
Throw 'em out
it makes
before.
more sense that like, you know, a teenager got hold of it, took it to the woods to show his mates or something, and then it's like, oh, leave it here, and then you can use it as well.
Yeah, that probably happened.
Like a
too.
weird kind of like pact. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on where and how thick in the forest it has become. 'Cause
Yeah.
if it was on the
It's
side
like
of the road, then
roadside
sure,
forest.
that's trucker porn.
Know your source.
Oh, nice save.
Nice save.
Jesus
oh,
Christ, just
I couldn't
oh.
say
Follow
that.
up. The
It's all right.
I once
Save
found so our bus broke down on the way to college once, and like right on like a dual carriage A road, and so we all had to get out into traffic and then walk onto the central like berm of the A road, like the grass,
Terrifying.
to wait for another bus. And on it, I found like one of those disability badges,
Okay.
which was
Oh, free
you know
thing.
like the free parking for disabled people thing. My
Yeah,
granddad
yeah.
had one,
Watch-
so I knew exactly what it was. I'm like, oh, this is this thing that gives him free parking. So I held on to it for a
Yeah.
good few years, but I never learned to drive until I was 24, so it was utterly useless.
You never know. Right. Useful.
Yeah.
So you were willing to use the disabled badge at some point once you learned
Oh,
to.
24. I can't.
Well,
I can't believe how late you left it.
If there were any
learned when we were at.
because I couldn't
Filthy,
afford it.
but-
I couldn't afford it. I couldn't
was that
afford
why?
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
I couldn't
nice.
afford it. I learned when I had a job after uni, a proper job after uni.
Yeah. I was
Um,
so desperate to learn. Like when I was 17, I was like, I've got to get it done now, just because I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
I guess. Well,
You had a
lived in the country
job
as well.
at
I just
that
wanted
point,
to
didn't you?
drive like to see my friends stuff. Yeah, I did. To be
Mm.
fair,
It was at Curry's.
classic. Bit curries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't have a
Stable
job to
job.
pay for it, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, I want to save to do this and go on, like, I think gap year shit and stuff like that as well. But yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it's very
car
useful in
focused.
the
I was
country.
like, I just want a car. I want to get out.
Yeah.
I love
No, the disabled badge thing was, I mean, at the time, I hope. If you're any police watching, please don't arrest me.
Ah.
At the time, I was forging my bus passes as well. So, you know, it was swings and roundabouts at that time.
You
Well,
also
because
just printing passports for people and stuff.
I did scan and use my passport to get booze illegally as well. Yeah, I had a laminated version of my
nice.
passport I
To be
photoshopped.
fair, you looked
Rebel.
older at a younger age, so I mean,
Well.
I imagine you probably didn't need
Yeah,
to
you
be
were
18 or something,
taller.
did
I
you?
was tall. Yeah.
He probably thought you had incredible forging skills when.
No,
you were
I didn't think I had incredible forging skills.
Just
I
like,
just
well, this
know
guy's got a beard at 14.
I was sufficiently competent against the average man. I think was all it was. Confident stuff. But yeah, no, basically,
Yeah,
the reason I
that
forged my
helps,
bus
doesn't it? Walk
pass
in.
is because my parents were paying for it, and it was like 75 quid a month to get the bus from Yeovil to
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeovil to Taunton, and I was outside the catchment area for the college-supported bus passes. So if you were inside the catchment area for my college in Taunton, you could get significantly cheaper. I think for the term it was about £80. So 3 months was 80 quid. However, because I was outside the catchment area, I had to pay £75, and I paid that for quite a while. Hundreds and hundreds of pounds my parents paid on my bus pass. Until I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I did fuck it up.
And then I fucked Trot up. Sorry.
And so I just started
These guys
forging
really
them.
wanted that rematch.
Because I thought that was unfair. And when I see injustice in the world, I get criminal. So there we go. I don't think it's a criminal. It'll be a civil case anyway, I think. It's all right. Slap on the wrist, innit?
A small claims court.
Slap on the wrist. I promise I haven't done anything else to the detriment of society or my fellow man.
Apart from the napalm making.
Yeah.
Well, again, that was on
It's
private
technically
property, technically.
Oh,
I
it's
now
not-
know
it's
how to
not illegal
identify
make
it. Oh, just over the top of me.
These guys really needed that fucking replay.
That
didn't they?
rematch, yeah.
Rematch.
Bet they feel great. I'm glad we can give them that happiness.
Grab some water 1 second.
Fraud is criminal, you're right. Yeah, fraud actually gets punished really badly as well. That does make me nervous, I'm not going to lie. Fraud can carry the same prison sentence as murder. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, some things need to be changed a little bit.
It's because money is so king, and if anyone starts messing around with it, you got to make an example of them, because if everyone starts messing around with money, we're all getting free bus travel. That's why, guys.
Assault and sexual abuse, though, that's not as valuable
That's
as
not
money.
as bad as money. Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
Not as bad as money. That's a human life.
Back to main menu.
Throwaway.
This is why I print my own money. I don't trust the government. So that's excellent. Let's borrow your press.
It's a fantastic idea.
So complex
Stumpy.
to forge money.
Yeah.
There's so many like indentations and watermarks and shit to get right now. They've just added another one. Oh my god. It's plastic. Oh, the fuck. Our entire machine system's ruined.
Oh, it's called paper. Damn it.
Oh, man.
Or start your own crypto and then pump it.
Yeah. That's probably the most efficient way for anyone now.
I got a question for you both. If
Go on.
you had to choose, you've got to be half human, half animal. Which animal do you choose, and which part, top or bottom?
Lower part grizzly bear.
I thought you were going to say lower part fish then, like straight away.
Just want tiny bear legs. That look quite weird.
Yeah, but a big, huge body, though.
Wait, top half is you, right?
Half.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
half and
fine.
half.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah,
choose
so
top
you're
half
like-
and bottom half.
Kind of like a minotaur. Is it a minotaur? Do they have minotaurs
Yeah.
have a bull head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like a satyr. A
well,
cloven hoofed.
I guess like
Tumnusing it.
any sort of
I
animal
guess,
is ruined by my top half.
yeah, your top half really doesn't do it justice. I mean, I guess to be fair, a horse's like lower half is
Yeah.
literally its entire body, right?
Yeah.
Or is what? Would you only have the
Oh, you
back
just
legs?
get the
You'd have
two
back
legs
legs.
and the
You'd-
tail.
It'd be
Back too, okay.
humanoid, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll go with a chimp then, or like some sort of ape.
Yeah, just a
So
stronger
that can actually still be
humanoid.
fairly functional.
Top or bottom?
Yeah.
And bottom. I don't know if I'd be able to communicate in the same way with the top half. They just have my
Literally down
legs.
to the vocal cords. for it.
Okay, all right,
I've
different
got my
question.
cock and balls on my legs. and
If
that's
you
all
had
they've
to
got, and
choose
then-
one top that is an animal, what would be your choice?
yeah.
Probably a monkey, I'm guessing still. Bottom half of
Potentially,
a
yeah.
slug?
So I think anything which has thumbs, I feel like you're disadvantaged if you're trying to live as life in a human world without
Mhm.
thumbs.
Yeah.
Like that's a big plus. That's a
Yeah, it really
big.
is.
You can hold things. You can pour things, scoop
Yeah.
things into your mouth. Well, you can do that with other hands without thumbs, I guess. But yeah, a monkey. Kind of
I-
boring. I mean, maybe if you said lion though, you could be quite
Or
menacing.
bear. Imagine having bear arms.
Ah.
Bare arms. Yeah.
What about like a spider?
Or
Then
sloth.
you get multiple
Good point.
legs.
Ooh.
Funny little sloth fingers.
Multiple legs.
Spider.
Trot, as a
Oh,
oh
man.
yeah, but he's so weird though, Trot. You'd be like that thing from Toy Story.
You've really fucked
The
up.
doll's head on the spider legs. I think
Yeah.
I'd go slug bottom, snail top.
Slug bottom, snail top. And what's really the difference there? 'Cause
You're
you've
not
missed
a
out-
human
If
anymore.
anything, you've taken the shell away almost.
I'm a mollusk.
Yeah, you're just a slug. You're just a slug with a half shell.
Yeah. A very small shell.
Perfect.
Perfect. Look at me now, world. We've created a beautiful creature.
Yeah. Hurry up, get the salt.
Is there anything
It's
we know
going
that
down.
has a bottom half with wings?
Bottom half with
It's-
wings. Like a beetle?
Like
Yeah, the wings
a
are always like
dragonfly or
midriff,
something?
Yeah, like a
so you,
beetle.
lose out on.
A beetle.
A beetle, yeah,
Yeah.
where they kind of
Well, they-
pull them out of their little hatches. at the
It's
back.
still at the top though.
Yeah.
Still
Well,
attached at the
this is-
top.
I mean, dragonfly's not a bad shout. That's kind of middle body.
Ooh, that's a good shot.
Oh, save.
Oh.
But no, I mean,
Play.
I think the thing about wings is you do require them to be on the top normally. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Like,
So
most things hang from flying squirrels.
eagle
Not a bad
head?
shout.
eagle top half,
Eagle
Yeah.
head.
eagle top half, horse bottom half.
Human body, eagle head. Can you imagine?
You're like
That
a
looks like
Egyptian
an animal.
god.
Yeah. You're like
Yeah,
Horus,
you
is
would
it?
do, yeah. Anubis. No, which was Anubis? That's
I
like
thought
Anubis
Horus
is the
had the
dog's
bird
head.
head.
Oh right. Shit.
Come on, Stargate.
Don't know my.
Ra.
Yeah.
Ra. Ra, the sun god. Oh yeah, he was
The
a
power of Ra.
was it an osprey? Was what
I
bird
love
was
that
that?
bird.
Donkey. Was it a donkey? Camel?
Arakoa? Or Aarakocra? Smith would
nice.
fix his
Very fine. Good
eyesight.
building.
I mean, imagine having a bird of prey's eyesight. That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Like,
oh
I-
shit, I can see UV
Uh,
and gamma
Guess you
rays.
wouldn't
And just the distance as
see at
well.
the side of your head, right? So it's 360 vision. Is it the same as like with humans, where it's like even though you can see that far, it's still not crystal clear in the edges? You know, you're not focused on those.
Yeah,
those
yeah.
edges.
There's a lot of brain work. Yeah.
You just have to look.
All right.
Mhm.
Bottom half spider,
Yeah.
top
Periphery.
half crayfish.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh, what a
That'd be big.
horrible creature that will be. God.
But also, you'd be
Yeah, but
small, right? You'd be
They'd have
really
insane
small.
vision.
How big would you be? I'm a
No,
spider.
they'd be
That's-
relative to each other.
top
See,
half
look,
pistol.
they're both
Do
small.
Do you know what? Do you know what a
I
pistol
want to be
shrimp
human
is?
size. Yeah.
Do you know what a pistol shrimp is?
Yes.
It's a form of shellfish that can clack its claw so quickly that it like creates
10 times
pressure
the power
that
of the sun.
the pressure coefficient makes the temperature just like ridiculous, like thousands of
Oh,
degrees.
shit. Really?
Yeah.
That's
Do you think
amazing.
that scales up? Like if you were to
You
make
can literally
that
just heat
pistol
up-
shrimp human size, would it be as efficient?
I guess you'd have to
Would it just
consider
fall apart?
resistances and friction and things like that. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, the bigger the surface
It does
area.
it in like a tiny amount, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like where the claw is.
Yeah. Well, if you created like a tiny point on a very large claw, then that
Pretty
could work
cute.
too.
Yeah.
Bottom half
Keep the
T18
claws the
tank,
same size.
top half rhino.
Yeah.
Just a rhino with tank
So you
tracks.
got a rhino with tank tracks. Amazing.
Oh, so I'm fucking into- Ooh.
You could cook a tin
You've
of
already
beans in
won.
seconds with the pistol shrimp. You
I know.
could. Imagine you do cooking, guys. You wouldn't need a microwave, would you? Oh no, I got this.
Right.
You want this heated up
Oh,
to
burn again.
4,000 degrees, do you? No, not really. There we go.
Burn.
Instantly.
Burn in a
burn.
second.
Also, even if you had bird wings, I guess you would need to be fully bird to be able to fly.
Y-
The weight distribution would
yeah.
be way off.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. You said
Well,
that.
you'd need very hollow but
Well, I
very
think
light
that's-
bones. So
Yeah. Essentially, you're just asking to, can I fly? What can fly?
Top half volcano, bottom half tectonic plate.
top off hot air balloon. I can just start a fire in my midriff
Bottom off.
and my chest just expands.
He's going up, but he doesn't have any control of where he's going. The wind's taking him now.
I was out for a ride the other day and I was riding along top of Ashton Court and 3 hot air balloons just took off right next to me.
Yeah.
It was quite cool.
Oh, really?
Wow.
It was a very like Forza motorsport kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You know? Like they're all going up around me.
Shit, that
Oh,
actually
wow.
does happen in real life.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
on a track somewhere, just racing.
I've not read out any subs, by the way. I'll do
Ah.
it after this
Yeah,
game.
we'll read some out.
Apologies.
Have we had some?
Yes,
I
we've
just
had
assumed-
many.
Oh my.
Many.
Thanks for the
Apologies.
subbies, guys.
70
We're going
odd.
towards
Oh.
our ASMR microphone setups
Yes,
and
yes.
yoga
Binaural.
heads. We're going to do it.
And bean
It's finally
supply.
going to happen. And also just whatever food we need to have to get
Beans.
the most lustrous farts.
You know, I
They
kind
will
of
be confident and not wet.
originally I didn't really understand ASMR, and I now understand the idea of the response and stuff, and like why people are stimulated by it. The thing I can never get past is it's always the person doing it that makes me feel really creepy. Like, you know, when you hear a really good sound, or like
It
you're
depends
listening
on
to
who that is.
you're listening to music. I think anyone, just the idea of anyone. Maybe that's just again my prudishness, but
Yeah.
the idea of anyone making weird mouth sounds in order to stimulate me is just for me uncomfortable.
What do you think of that, Trump? I'm sure you
Yeah.
got some thoughts on weird mouth sounds
Certainly
stimulating you
stimulate me in a certain way.
But you do like ASMR though, don't you, Drop?
into a
No,
rage.
I fucking
Oh, do you?
loathe the idea of it. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Nothing
means to
from
phone you.
a
Imagine
human
that's like
mouth.
the worst. That's your Achilles heel.
Yeah, I hate it. The only thing I can
your
tolerate is
kryptonite.
beatboxing when it's like heavily processed.
Oh god, beatboxing. You see people beatboxing in shopping centres and stuff. Oh god,
Oh,
I
best
don't
place
like.
for it. Big
Get
Get
Coopers.
a job goes back to Twitch playing Rocket League.
Get a job. No, it's not the fact that they're earning money from it. I find it surprising that so many people find it so entrancing.
So portable. Wah, wah. This is when they did the real like guttural sound. But of course, I enjoy a bit of beatboxing now and then.
True,
Yeah.
ASMR isn't always mouth sounds, to be fair. There's also cutting soap with a razor blade.
I don't mind inanimate object sounds, like cooking, stuff like that.
Oh
it's okay.
right, sizzling.
Sounds of bread being cut, crusty bread. I don't mind that sort of thing. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It's just the fact that it's sourced
Sloppy
from a mouth.
noises.
Sourced from
I think
someone's
usually it's
wet
like,
mouth.
yeah, mouth sounds.
right.
Not good
Uh-oh.
for me.
Oh, he really bounced that back in.
Fucking hell. I'll chat sometimes.
What?
It's really on that edge of dark humor. Not dark, just
I haven't
edgy
beatboxed in
humor.
ages, yeah. I mean, there's no point in beatboxing when
We're all out of
there's
sync.
the latency's off. So like, normally it's when we're like in the zone, humming a tune.
Yeah, we can't do
Yeah.
that.
That
it
hasn't
is
happened
annoying.
for a year. But
No sea shanties.
That's what
Alas.
Alex wants.
no,
That's
she
why he wants us back in the office. He wants that big,
She
big
sant,
box
she shan't on the
beatbox
session.
session.
I just want to beat. That's literally the reason. Yeah, I just want to be able to beatbox. Come on,
Sometimes
just listen to
Ross
it.
gets up in the morning, looks in the mirror as he's getting himself ready for the day, and starts firing a few
Why?
bits off. But he's no.
Fire in the booth
I hate it.
over tears.
Fire in the booth. Fire in the booth.
Yeah, join in.
There's no fire here today.
Time to put aside these childish things. That's how I feel every time I look at my LARP kit.
Oh, balls.
2.5 years of that. It's like 2 years basically of no fucking LARP. It's like, oh, I wish I hadn't commissioned this cloak. I do. I love the cloak. You know, but there's only
And
so
that
much
big
fun you
old
can get
piece of
walking around your flat in full reenactment gear. There's only so much joy you can get out of it. And I've
Yeah.
tried.
You need people to look and validate you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
So
give it up,
those
Mark. No
cosplay.
way.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, cosplaying. Yeah, that's the only chance I'm going to get, I suppose. But by the time you can actually cosplay at conventions, I'm sure LARP will be running as
It'll be
well.
the same as LARP, yeah.
Yeah, true.
The problem is with LARP is there's only 4 of them a year, and there's
Halfway
this
to the
huge
shops, mate.
9-month break in between as well, which is just because people are like, I'm going to get too cold in a tent. It's fucking England. It's not -40.
Whack it on and walk around Bristol, mate.
Walk around. Yeah.
Yeah. Just get the full armour on.
Full garb.
Yeah.
Yeah, your armor is
People would be
not.
thinking there's some sort of thing going on. Oh god, there's a knight here.
Must be a Bristol tradition.
It's a Bristol thing.
Bristol.
Come on.
A lot of weird
I
things do happen in Bristol.
bought a what weird things did you say?
Yeah, like big events and strange goings on and
Strange happenings.
lots of
Oh, it's the
creative people.
I think today is the solstice.
Yeah.
There was some sort of thing around
It is.
Stonehenge, right?
Yeah, and also Glastonbury and stuff. Like a lot of the druidic and paganistic
Was
people
the
come
longest
out.
day
Yeah, longest day of the year today, I think. It's the longest day of the year,
Yes.
so least sunlight.
Oh, it's cloudy out.
Sorry, not least sunlight. What the hell am I talking about? The least darkness.
Most sunlight.
There'll only be a few hours of darkness tonight.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
cool.
what I like about paganism that Christianity kind of removed a little bit. It's just all based on
Connection to
weather
nature.
patterns. Connection to nature.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, paganism makes a lot more sense than any of the other religions. I mean, it's been around for much longer as well. The problem is it wasn't, what do they call it? Reformed.
Profitable?
Profitable. Nice. No, reformed. So like it didn't have like one set of rules really, or one.
Standardized,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So it never really proliferated. Like you'd get like Norse paganism, British Gaelic paganism, and Celt paganism, and
I'd rather that, to be honest. Suit
well,
your
I mean, no religion I
environment
think
around
is
you.
particularly helpful. They're all a product of trying to rationalize your environment through spiritual rather than
Sounds
scientific
pretty
means.
helpful.
Yeah,
Well, it is if
I
you
mean,
don't
some
have
people find
actual
that
science to help you.
Yeah, sometimes they'll need it.
I think some people want. Yeah, I think some people find.
Sometimes science is
I know what you
existential
mean.
crisis.
But I can also appreciate that some people, find spiritual happiness in belief in something rather than
I wish
the
I
doom and
found
gloom
scary,
that we
games
just.
scary, but I don't believe in ghosts, so I don't get as much gratification and fear out of
That's
those
true.
things.
Well, yeah, but jump scares
Because
always
of
kind of
my-
just are just surprising. So it's just the
But
quality
that's
of
just
that jump scare.
surprise, though, I think. Yeah.
Well, oh God, didn't expect that.
Yeah. Religion is a weird one.
Yeah, I guess. I understand what you're saying
understand why it's
about
not
there's value
fixed.
in belief in happiness, and that is a subjective thing.
Yeah.
So people can be happy, and that's great. I think the only real problem is when it becomes like an organized religion.
Institutionalized.
I mean, a lot of the world's problems are caused by like religious disagreements. This is kind of part of the problem. Like people adhering to things as well and expecting human beings to adhere to it also. In family structures, in particular,
Yeah, that's some
person-
fucked up shit.
parents are, let's say, Jehovah's Witnesses, and they have a child, and then that child is ultimately raised within that without agency to choose otherwise a lot of the time.
It's a validated cult,
Yeah.
ultimately. that everyone has accepted.
Individual belief is fine. I think any other form of anything beyond oneself is not necessarily a helpful environment.
Yeah, it's usually the outliers, again on the fringe, that go to extreme measures with their religion or misconstrue it, that cause problems. Like Twitch, it's those outliers that cause problems from everybody else.
You guys know that the actress who plays Bart Simpson is a Scientologist.
Yeah, I saw
Oh.
that the other day. And they
Since
siphoned
1989
millions
as well.
into that.
So essentially, if you've ever watched or paid for any kind of Simpsons product, you have funded Scientology in some way. 'Cause she pumps all her cash back into Scientology.
Nuts.
Isn't that nuts?
Absolutely nuts.
We're all Scientologists.
Very disappointing, isn't it?
I've paid my due. I bought the box set
yeah.
of Simpsons.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Right,
guess.
yeah.
I mean,
We've all funded it by watching it alone.
I
probably.
guess better a
in a way.
Scientologist
So-
than a sexual predator. I don't know. I mean, like, what have we
Well,
got?
yeah, but, oh, they're
What
not-
have we got left anymore? Who's still a sane,
not
rational
either, so-
person? I mean, I don't think
Well,
any of
you
us
can be
funnel.
neither.
What's shocking is the fact that that is since 1989. Though. I don't know why I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
information
had no idea.
in the last. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's nuts. But yeah, 15+ million to Scientology recently as well.
Pretty prevalent. Prevalent.
Well, either that or it just shows you the detachment of fame and celebrity to reality and willingness to believe in what are genuinely fictional stories. Especially when it comes to a new religion that was kind of just founded like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Like you can give some of the
Nice
other ones
drop.
a little bit of a credence in the
Thanks.
sense that they're ancient and from times that we so far long ago that tracing it back is a struggle. Whereas some you can just trace back to a guy's novels. It baffles me, and obviously the profitability of it, which if anything is just down to the fact that they don't tax religions, which if anything is just an invite for any businessman to be like, well, hang on, let's find a way to make this in our favor.
I love it for its many satirical and real takes on how fucked up the world is. The Boys on Amazon is brilliant for that. There's a whole plot line about somebody like that, and the value of what they truly bring to that really Scientology is a couple of different things. A lot of people join Scientology because of the acting gigs it gets them. Like it's there's
gets you on the map.
Hollywood and Scientology have links, and that's part of it as well. And the Boys kind of show that with their plot line. But I love the Boys. It was a very unapologetically, look how fucked everything is kind of scenario. Like, I mean, obviously not everything is fucked, but They really do address some of the really kind of gross problems with Hollywood and with our idol worship, absolutely, celebrity worship, which is frankly something I think eventually we'll get over. Hopefully, people holding people like Kim Kardashian up, who's just literally selling you whatever she possibly can because all the entire family cares about is money and nothing else. And when they one day die, an old and decrepit person in a hospital bed somewhere, will it all be worth it? Not sure.
Well, my question is just, when's enough? What's
exactly?
enough?
Exactly.
Once you've got $1 billion,
I think we know.
What more do you need?
That's the problem with people
I can't
like that.
get my head of that because obviously, well, I mean, we don't live in wealth, but to gain $1 billion and still, try and fucking sell diet pills and shit. It's like, what is your mission?
Exactly.
There's clearly something wrong psychologically.
The whole family is culturally they built themselves around money.
Morally.
Look at the Kardashians. Every facet of their family is revolved around fame and money, and that's it. That's what they're. Imagine that. Imagine your parents or your family just being like, okay, right, but how are you going to get famous? How are you going to make? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that?
You can
strange culture.
How if that's set in from essentially birth, where a lot of your morals and values are kind of not set in, a foundation is set. How you treat people and your values on money and things. Done from a very early age.
You're very much separated from, the realities of not having money.
Yeah, I mean,
so to relate is probably impossible. It's just impossible to even think.
Ultimately, there's enough to go around.
Don't worry about it.
And for people to live a happy life, you don't need a huge amount of money. You like I say, you still need more than most people have right now because of how unequal we all are. But there is
to buy a house.
Yeah, exactly. Like to pull an arbitrary number out of the air. If you gave every person £1 million, I know that would have a gigantic economic impact and all that other shit.
Sure.
But if you gave everyone £1 million, I think most people could carve out a very happy life for themselves using that as a basis. Like you say, buying a house so you don't have to pay for a mortgage. Therefore, every piece of work you do is just get the things that the base needs and then a few luxuries on top of that, right? But we don't do that. Instead, we're happy.
If prices of things.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There would be
the price of milk will go up through the roof, guys.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, okay, let's take money and market forces out of it. Let's talk about it like the Earth's resources, which is really what it is. The space we have is limited, and the resources we have are limited. So those are the things we're talking about here, sharing out. Give every person an acre of land, and a roof over their head. It's not impossible.
And someone will try and buy yours.
Well, it's not impossible. But the reason it is impossible right now is because we've all agreed that instead of just giving everyone a decent bit of everything, we trade that for the chance to have a huge amount of something, right? So we take a small amount of something in order for the chance to have a huge amount of something. I think that's ridiculous.
Which means someone has to compromise somewhere.
Yeah, and it's just insane. It's absolutely mad. We've only got a short amount of time on this earth. We really do. A blink in the eye.
Nah, I'm looking forward to that immortal pill. That'll come out before we die, right?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. That's what I'm riding everything on. It's difficult. I can understand the perspective of a Kardashian that has been raised in that way, and their entire value and their principles are based on how famous they are, and not having that. It's like us watching our view counts or sub numbers and stuff. That's their entire life, right?
Yeah.
If they feel they're losing that or not gaining all the time, they are worth less.
I think so. You don't think it's
'Cause
about
they-
money then? It's
I
more
reckon
about,
there's
like,
a big
they want their
part of it
stature to be continuously like talked about.
Well, that
Famous.
it's like synonymous, right? Like money is their value. They are, so long as they are in the limelight, they value themselves as a success, and anything else is a failure. Maybe that's what's driving them, is that fear of being irrelevant.
Being with each other.
Yeah, and the competitive streak must be insane with that family.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're always fucking editing their own Instagram photos to make themselves look like other people. I don't even think they remember what they look like.
Even though, yeah, exactly.
It's the wiggly lines. It's the
damaging.
very obvious liquefying that they clearly done
messed
just
up.
on a rush job, just on a
Yeah.
tiny screen on a phone, and they're like, oh shit,
Like-
we've been called out for.
And that is one of the most
our bodies.
popular, like the most popular
Yeah.
things is the thing. Like, look at their follower count. That is basically people that agree with them. Like, that's essentially what
Yeah.
it means. Like, they agree with, with.
You do look good now.
And it's just oh god, going back to what Trot was
We're
saying
kinda
about like
stuck now,
paganism
though.
being connected with the natural world. I mean, like, we have completely lost. I mean, I say we. I don't know. We're painting everyone with the same brush here. Not everyone gives a shit about this stuff, and that's fine.
Of course,
It's-
yeah.
But it is certainly
It's
a
just the internet-
strong
internet culture,
force
internet
within our
culture.
culture. Yeah.
Well, when like
And magazine
most of the
culture, I guess.
filters on your like Instagram app or whatever does a beautification of some kind, even without your
Yeah.
consent. Nowadays, like almost every
Keep
filter
getting longer
has that.
lashes.
I think yes, although I think using the
It's a product of-
auto color tweaking on your phone is one thing, but like Ross says, some of the I mean, the
Yeah.
majority of people posting images
Whole
of
face of
themselves
makeup.
are using like eye bulging filters and
Yeah.
for years, and then
Well,
people
there's
have
like a
only been
Disney
posting
character.
that version of themselves on social media for years, and then they can't stand seeing
Yeah.
people in person because they don't want them to see what they really look like. Like,
Yeah,
It's-
got a bit of
I
a
think
stigma.
we're-
It's like,
so
oh, shit,
harmful. It's so harmful.
Yeah, but we've got to also realize that that's a product of insecurity, and we shouldn't
Oh,
like
yeah, of
really
course it is.
attack the individual. For
I'm not attacking the individual.
Well,
No,
it's
I'm
more of
attacking the culture.
Attacking technology for
Yeah.
making it so easy
Yeah.
to just
market
manipulate.
forces again, right?
Also,
It's
Trot,
what
that
it comes down to.
insecurity
Yeah.
is created by the people making these tools
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
The
Like,
product, yeah.
like it's like what happened, dare I say it, with Brexit. People created division and a want for change by creating an environment where people felt that they wanted change. They wanted something different. They didn't feel the world or the country was going in the right way, so they wanted the opportunity for their voice to be heard in some mode of
reset
change.
button.
And the same people that created that division and stoked up that want for change, then offered the change that they wanted as a vote. Right? And that's what they said. They said, hey, you want change, yeah? Because this is messed up, even though they're the people that have been creating the feeling of being messed up through things like newspapers. And then they said, hey, now we're giving you a chance to change. Now vote for this thing, right? And then the people went, okay, yeah, no, I do want change. I'm going to vote for it. And then they went, oh, hold on, what is this we're voting about? And then, boom, mission
What, have I
accomplished
lost
by...
my job?
mission accomplished by the people that wanted Brexit to happen because they manipulated the masses into doing it. And this is what, and things like the Instagram stuff is all the same. It's people creating environments to affect the change that they want, and the change that they're trying to create is not that is in the interest of the human being. And it's
It's
sad.
no moral check at any point. It's
Yeah.
just, how do I profit?
yeah.
Alright, so
individually.
can we go over to Australia and work on some farms though? Can we do that? I know that's going to be an option.
I mean, you
know,
can
we
if you
did-
like. If you like.
Okay, previously we did have options of 27 European countries, but now we can go to Australia.
Oh, we could already go
Join
to
the Australians that are
Australia.
watching.
When I went to Australia
No, no.
in
We
2007,
can do
no, I
that
mean
now.
the farming thing. I know you're joking, by the way. To
Yeah,
compound what you're saying, I went to over in 2007, and there's a visa where you can work for 3 to 4 months on a farm, and that means you get to stay in Australia for 2 years then to work in another job, and that's how they do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
They bring people over, people who want to, work or live in Australia. It already existed. These processes already existed, and it's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing more than just people in power trying to manipulate you.
and trying to convince you that that's the good idea. Yeah, that's different from what we had before.
Yeah, and it's sad because
Desperately trying to find silver linings. It's,
these people do want change. The people that vote for Brexit, they do want a better life. I think we just need to say, hey, us too.
I just think they were sold. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of a what's the saying? Snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
Kind of tactics.
A sham.
Which was spearheaded by Cummings, who's trying to fucking undo some of his shit, but yeah. He opened Pandora's box.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's got to suck Pandora's dick.
Yeah, wow.
Yep.
We got to watch.
Fucking hell, yeah. God. Oh, God.
Porky pie. I haven't heard that being used as a term for lying in so long. You told a porky.
Pie.
Porky pie. A lie.
A porky
Oh,
pie.
rhyming slang.
It is, yeah, Cockney rhymes style, I imagine.
Okay. You told a porky.
You told a porcupine? What did he tell that porcupine? Get out of here, you spiky bastard. We'll have none of your quills here.
You don't understand the complexities of human society.
You go around being
Why are you-
spiky. It's one of the first books that was ever read to me. Fluffy the Porcupine. It's about a porcupine called
Seriously?
Fluffy because he had a really nice fluffy quills. They weren't spiky, but he didn't like it because he wanted to be spiky like everybody else. But then eventually he realised that being a nice fluffy porcupine was rather a nice thing.
And that's where capitalism starts.
Mm.
It's all about me and the individual.
Be more
You're
like
special.
Fluffy the
I
Porcupine.
can market
Oi,
these
nice,
fucking
cool.
porcupines. I can change everyone's porcupine Snapchat filters to look fluffier.
Yeah, with bigger
and
eyes.
set a new
and
standard of beauty based on me.
my
That's
whole-
what you got taught, Smith.
Eventually, everybody's going to be
Is the
using
ugly duckling
filters
thing as
that make them look like the girl from that PlayStation advert years ago, where the eyes are
Oh,
wide
yeah.
and the chin's narrow.
Do you think we could slowly integrate like a change like that, a need to have wider and wider eyes?
Yeah.
I guess well,
As in, like,
change
this is the new beauty standard.
ultra wide
Side eye.
screens that start changing people's minds. I really need to see more and wider.
Hashtag
look better,
prey
though.
eyes.
I've got 4 screens on my setup.
Really hot people have eyes on their temples and not on the front of their face. God damn.
It's got
Apes.
to be a real gradual change, though.
Really
Well,
drifting
yeah.
slowly but surely. That distance, but the interpupillary distance increases and increases. We're on 400 centimeters now. Bonkers. Look like a hammerhead
Jesus.
shark.
It's taken 2 decades, but here
Oh,
we
we're
are
reshaping it.
at our new beauty standard, hammerhead
Ultra.
shark. We laugh, but we don't know what the next standard's going to be.
No, and how are we going to fit into that? Do we just have to?
It won't matter because we'll
Not
all
fit
be in
into
Facebook's VR virtual world, and we'll never see our own natural
Just getting
bodies
ads
again.
hammered into our faces.
I was going to say, did you see they're going to try and like integrate ads within VR?
They already
games and
are
stuff?
soon.
Oh, do they really? Okay.
But it's a dev opt-in on
I hate
opt-out
that,
basis.
Right.
and
Why,
it's
why
down
would
to
you
the
opt
devs how
in? Oh, as in within their
to earn
games.
more money.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I see what
Oh,
you
I
mean.
mean-
I thought you meant like a dev mode thing.
No, it's literally they can like billboards and things, like most AAA games do anyway.
Mhm.
It's basically that. It was inevitable. It's Facebook. They're selling like the Quest 2 at a massive loss
Are they?
because they know that data and ultimately ads are the future.
They need to
They just
get people
want
on their
to-
system. I mean, that's great. I mean, it's
They want
amazing. The cost,
Everyone on the system.
the cost has come down so much. It is quite crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Did
do.
you guys see
Yeah.
Simon's tweet?
What did he say?
Mm.
Simon Clark tweeted,
Yeah, I did
someone
see
needs to
that.
tell these nerds about how film's collective brain, and it says, smoothest surface ever created, may lead to world's first atomic microscope. And then
damn.
Yogscast tweeted a picture of Trot with a smooth brain. So, I mean, I don't think you
Not
can get
wrong.
smoother than our brains.
Where is Hawaii?
So I think
though?
maybe they should get the atomic microscope on these bad boys.
What's the
Honestly, my geography is fucking abysmal. Along with just
But
general.
you're
This is
learning
the
that. But
Caribbean
but
thing. Look,
do
don't
you
worry about
know
it.
where Hawaii is now, though, right?
Oh yeah, I could point it out.
Exactly. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that is good, really.
It did look like a tropical region.
No, I deserve
Caribbean
to be
is still-
berated for not having knowledge,
I think
Smith.
so.
I mean, that's the competitive nature of our world, isn't it? Though, like,
Yeah,
it
that is,
is like people.
Oh, he's-
I mean, including
Yeah, I
myself.
know something.
And also the global nature of someone who lives fucking near these areas. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know that it's there. I see that every day, and it's like, oh, good.
Anyway,
Well, it's good that
this is my
everyone sees through your
hometown.
eyes. Yeah.
It's a power
Oh,
thing,
shit, if
Trot.
anyone
Like
else sees
it
through
is,
everyone's
unfortunately. I mean, in an ideal world, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't berate people for being dumb. But like ultimately, we all, in different elements of our life, when we're better at something than at somebody else, tend to enjoy that feeling.
There's an instinct there, isn't there? To be
yeah.
Like, to mock, and
There's
to
an insecure need to prove yourself. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. And also, it's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
It's
like,
oh my god, I'm better than that person I've seen online.
yeah.
Oh,
And it's
shit,
like, well,
I've seen that place before. You're dumb.
if you've
there's a mockery
studied
there,
a
but
lot,
voice in
if you
retort.
if you've studied a lot about something, you know you
Yeah.
kind of like get the satisfaction of like,
Need
no,
to
I
validate it.
Yeah.
I did,
Make it worthwhile. Yeah. You
Yeah.
spent time.
I guess. But I mean, I know,
No, I know
obviously. But
you-
yeah, Trot's also right in that you know you don't need to.
But there's
You don't need.
an
to,
actually from every corner of the world. So
There is. There's
every
always an
aspect.
actually.
actually, you're doing it slightly wrong,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
But hey, Trot, just next time you tell someone where Hawaii is, make sure you really rub it in their fucking faces. Yeah,
Do
you're
you
like,
know where
I now
fucking
know.
Taunton is? Hey, you
Yeah.
from Hawaii. Do you know where fucking Taunton is? No, you don't. Suck a
It's
dick.
about as big as fucking Hawaii.
Yeah. It's not as pretty, sure.
No.
Not as exotic. Okay.
I
Well,
don't know.
those
You,
things
you,
you
you've
got
been up
Hawaii.
down. You've been up down Western. Cool. Basically Hawaii.
Oh, on the pier?
Go out on the pier.
Beautiful
There's, I think burnt down.
Yeah.
They've
It
got a
was,
new one up.
Dismal land, though.
Maybe we should go to Western
Wishful
Super.
thinking.
Oh man, we gotta do that. Actually, we should do that as a video. You know how we're like gonna do staycation stuff. We should just on a
Yeah.
sunny
Yeah.
day go to Western Supermare and get a whippy, and just kind of just be like
Yeah, sure.
English seaside trip because it's only like it's like a 30-minute
So
drive.
underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
the
is
a
thing
day
I
at the
want
seaside.
to
Yeah.
do is, as we're all massive skeptics, go on ghost hunts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. I
just-
mean,
I think that would be scary.
yeah.
But like,
I think that just
people
the,
tell us, like,
the vibe
this
of
is
it.
the
would be
most
scary.
haunted. I think you kind of need the parallel of someone being actually scared, though.
Yeah.
But maybe we would.
I think I'd be more scared of just some random dude coming out of a corner with a fucking needle, and that's more like you're in an abandoned building. Like, fuck,
Mm.
Or
anything
I
could
mean-
be in here.
Trot, can we do ghost hunts where we don't have to like pay someone for access to the place or not? Because the only
Yeah, if
the
it's
only
like
problem
a
I have
haunted
with that
hotel
is
or
like
something.
I don't want to pay some charlatan.
Not like a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like a house. We know it's like a hotel now that had a lot of killings in it or something. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, we could just go
Because
hang
they're
around outside a
haunted
hospital,
hotels.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they should
mean,
be the most
the
haunted,
irony.
right?
Yes, Trot. Yeah. This is why ghost stuff is stupid. How about we just go to a hospital where most people die? Oh, it's so haunted here. I can hear the screams.
No, that's just someone screaming next door, actually,
Yeah.
because they're in immense pain.
Now, don't go and hang around outside hospitals, guys. Probably not a great shout ever, but at the moment in
No.
particular,
Trying to do a job.
not that anyone would. Imagine that. Streamers are in trouble after joking about hanging around outside hospital, and the whole audience goes and does it. That's why I'm glad we're not the Logan Pauls of the world, because they
Not
do
that influential.
with the size of audience. Eventually, yeah, exactly. You'll
Yeah.
end up
Three
getting.
people turn up. Okay, hello.
It's only a matter of time before. I mean, Christ, with our opinions and stuff, if we were at the level of Logan Paul,
We might be able to do
in
some good in the
jail.
world. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, we might be able to do some good in the world rather than just perpetuating
Nah,
idiocy.
in order to be that big, it is either a stroke of luck or you need to have that way of thinking.
Yeah, you have to have the
part
mass,
of the problem.
the mass appeal, which isn't
Yeah.
unfortunately thinking about politics and the state of the world. I mean, granted, it does drive you a little bit insane, but we do need to start thinking and talking about it eventually. Like, you know, because
I think it's hard not to, if you're that rich, to buy into that way of life, and therefore you naturally over time succumb to that way of life.
yeah. Well, I saw
I
KSI
do
jokingly tweet about like him feeling like he's in a simulation, and like I know he probably doesn't think that in reality, but that's how they must feel. Yeah.
His music's hitting number one.
Yeah. The amount of
Yeah.
unreality you feel.
I feel like I'm in a simulation too, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah.
When his latest song's number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right. This topic simulation.
Oh man.
He's singing now. He's not just rapping.
is he?
Oh right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
he's probably got a
with
better chance of
some-
that because you can make a much easier
Think
singer
so.
than you can make a. It's easier to make a good singer than it is to make a good lyricist.
I don't know. I mean,
Ultimately.
some of his stuff has been kind of catchy in terms of it's got like kind of a good beat to it,
Lamborghini.
and like there are
That's the
like
last one I heard.
actual singers, you know, on the bill with him, featuring. You know, and
Yeah.
Marie's in one of his songs.
I'm not. Well, hold on. But I'm,
Blood. They really, if anything, they were their songs, and he was just with them.
well, yeah. I mean,
Does he
you can.
produce his songs? You've got a
If
producer
you
now.
if
He's
you have a
got producers.
writer, it's easier to make. It is easier to
Yes.
make a
Oh.
decent singer, not an amazing singer. It's easy with production to make a person sound better
Yeah.
as a singer than it is to make them sound
Oh, yeah,
better as a rapper
There
because
is
the
some
writing is what
audible
makes rap
auto-tune
good.
as well.
like
Yeah.
It's
like
all
he's
gonna be
he's an
auto-tuned.
awful rapper and writer. I will stand by that. Just look at any modern hip hop writers. Like they are really clever, really clever. Not like
Yeah.
the mumble rap shit, but like they're poets. They are poets. They understand words,
But also,
pacing.
I think in his particular scenario, it's probably similar to Logan Paul, you know, boxing, Mayweather and stuff. It's just like it's a numbers game again. So the fact that they have those numbers, they can just fucking do anything and probably be at the top of their game just because they've got an army of
they have
people who are willing to
access.
follow. So that's enough.
They can
to
suddenly
create-
get a professional
yeah.
producer to make awesome music out of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand why it's
It's who
happened.
you
I'm
know,
just
right?
not happy about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Well, yeah, no, yeah.
Oh,
Breeds. It's
great
like,
goal!
the
That was an
boxing thing just
equaliser.
Takes the piss out of people who actually train hard to be boxers, and you've got fucking Jake Paul at the sidelines, just a stain on that culture.
Yeah. You can see where the snowball occurs, where it's like,
Yes.
well, I can do this. Why
So
shouldn't I?
Should I?
Like, I can afford a studio to make amazing music, and like I've
Yeah.
always wanted to make music. I've always wanted to be in the charts.
Yeah, it becomes the
Why
world
not?
becomes a playground, right?
I
whatever,
can
Trot.
afford
Whatever. Pull the other one. If they want to make music, they can do it in their own time. They want it. They do it for money. They do it for fame. Same reasons.
They're printing cash. They're
Same
printing
fucking
cash 'cause
reasons.
They have an army of people who are
Yeah,
willing to.
I think
They
it's
want-
a bit of both.
they
right?
want more money and more
Well, yeah,
fame. Of
it's gotta
course,
be a passion.
of course,
yeah,
they'll do the
there's
things they
gotta be a
want
passion.
to do. But like, you could, if you were just doing it for the music, you could do it in your own time and still get that same feeling. You know, like you can.
But I
We've-
mean, like,
we're
it's hard
musicians. We
for
don't
us.
necessarily do it for money.
We have the same thoughts now and again, where it's like, is it worth doing if
Mhm.
it's not something that's going to be a video, or
Right. Yeah.
But that's an
Save that,
unfortunate
because
reality.
That's about time management.
Yeah,
for us,
yeah.
isn't
That's
it?
not something
That's
we
more like
like.
how do we weigh up doing this thing over that thing, and should we do we record it? Do we
no,
Or do
but
we
it's
just do
like
it for fun?
choosing
Yeah, I know what you
not to
mean.
do things in our own time, because it's ultimately we may as well do it in front of an audience and make a video out of it.
like play certain games, for example?
Yeah, play certain
But
games,
you would be
not
like,
play
"Oh,
certain
I'll
games,
save
do
it
it in my
until
own
I'm-"
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
those decisions are done on a micro level at our level, so you can understand, like, what's the point of doing music if I haven't got an audience to listen to it? It's probably KSI's way of thinking.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's the only way I get
Potentially.
validation now is from an audience, because he's lived that life for so long.
I think
Not
I
say
do
it's
think he
good or
dabbled
bad.
into it before, though. As in, like, that's why they did the diss rap stuff, isn't it, to begin with?
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. Like, yeah. Would
He just wants to be a Billy Big Boy. He's a rapper as well as all these other things. That's all it is. It's just, it's... I mean, I get what you're saying,
So,
Trot. There is a
what's the
validation from sharing your music, and I do get, I understand that. Like, you know, it is nice to create some music and then share it and see other people enjoy it. Like, I do understand that, definitely. I
Should've
think
ghost written
my problem
there's
is...
also-
pseudonym.
Yeah, it's not very good. Partly, it's part,
One.
a lot of my problem with it. It's, and I'm not saying that just because I don't particularly like the guy. I don't really. I've never really met him, but from what I can tell from his media, you know, he might be a nice person. From his media personality, I'm not really a huge fan. And yeah, just I think we give too many people free passes. They're all money-hungry animals. They really are.
Yeah.
They're money and fame hungry.
To
I
say
think.
about, like, I think he probably just wants to be a thing outside of YouTube, because I think some people just get locked into that kind of stereotype of shit, I'm just a YouTuber or whatever. And now they can be like, oh, now I'm a rapper. Now I'm
And a
a
boxer.
#1 chart topper or some shit, and that's on a boxer, yes.
Sorry, apparently Milo in my chat said, I worked on the KSI mobile game and you guys completely destroyed it in a review. You were right, but it still hurts. Smiley sad face.
Oh, well,
Sorry, Milo.
fair play.
Yeah.
I'm sure it did well financially.
Harsh criticism.
So good for you.
You got your money.
Well, did you? I don't know. It's an assumption.
I'm sure you were proud of it at the time, though, and I apologise for that.
Did we actually play it? I don't know.
I don't
we
don't
must have
think I've
heard
ever
of it.
played it. I don't think I could have lent an opinion on it other than assumption because I don't think I ever played it.
I don't know what kind of game it was thinking about. That must have been a long time ago.
How'd it compare to Yog
It's been
Ventures?
around the time when PewDiePie released like a mobile game and stuff as well.
It was
Dude.
the Mobile Rush.
And
Wanna
a
do
book.
another game?
Because KSI
Yeah.
released a book called I'm a Bellend.
Oh.
That was
Ross,
his.
you're in a
book
game
title.
on your own, by the way.
How did I get in this game?
Exit main menu.
There
I can
go,
hear you
back.
clacking your
Yeah, I was.
control.
Yeah, I was in a game. I was like, oh fuck, it's just autopilot.
You did like the art, which I did. Oh, that's good.
Hey. There you go.
I mean, we all get briefs,
30 said
don't
they've
we,
met
that
KSI.
we have to do.
Cool.
And they said he's very humble and down to earth. I'm sure he is. Like, isn't the persona you see? Like, everyone puts a persona on when they're online. You've got to be energetic, otherwise you're just a boring bellend.
I think, like anything, just don't put these people on a pedestal.
Yeah.
It's hard not to when everything is driven by celebrity culture, but
Yeah. And you can only really
Remember that-
comment on the things you see about people as well. Like, you know, if they're really nice in person and they want to be an arsehole in public, you can only comment on the public arsehole they are.
yeah.
You know? That's until you're proven otherwise.
Like Smith down
Like, we're
in
asked.
the middle of Bristol and pretty
Yeah.
stupid thing
Well,
to do.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
people
really.
pelted me with vegetables after that shot.
I know. Yeah.
Pelted.
And that
Didn't
was
help. It didn't
through
help
the
that Ross
pressure of what?
erected a stock.
Us.
No, you
Huh?
actually did dab though. I made you
I
do it.
did. It was
Yeah,
horrible.
that was,
it was
yeah.
really hard. I'm really bad at
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
It's very
Yeah.
quick.
Like,
Got
just
it
being.
I was
Being
having a
really
great
quick.
time.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad it was worth it.
Oh, totally. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I'd sit in the office while you guys embarrass yourselves in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
We were going to get scratch cards. What a time. What a time to be alive.
Now hold
hot day, I
hands as you
remember.
exit the shop.
Hold hands. Well, yeah. See, that almost. I don't mind doing. Sort of. How do I phrase
Regularly,
this?
just
I'd prefer
would
to
you be
hold
doing it
hands
when you're
as a
driving?
joke than dab
To
in the
dab.
street as a joke. Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. With holding hand wasn't a joke though.
Was
It was just we just wanted to.
Sorry, it was to me, Ross.
feel
Sorry,
comforted.
sorry to break this to me.
Well,
It
no,
was.
I wanted to feel comforted
Well,
walking out
I know
the
you've been
store
thinking about that night a lot.
and feeling safe
Yeah.
in the fact that
You
I
want
was
to feel
connected
safe.
with someone else
Yeah.
at the time. So that was
Stores are very
not a
unfriendly
joke.
places.
Not a.
Did you know I was carrying a weapon?
Yeah. No. I did. I could see it through your underwear.
Oh.
Best Sainsbury's trip ever. Ooh, shit.
Best Sainsbury's ever. Whoop! Oh, I missed it.
That's pretty sick aerial there.
Yeah, cheers. Would have been even better if I'd made contact with the ball.
Ah.
That's
Know that one?
overrated.
Like dummy.
Everyone's
dummy.
doing that. Oh yeah, man. We went fucking deep today on this stream. The early
Ooh.
streams in Rocket League bring
That's
it out.
it. Yeah.
Life is a terminal illness. Holy fucking shit. It's dark as hell.
Oh, man. I was watching like a James Acaster stand up yesterday. He's got like a series on Netflix of them, and he's talking about how when he has conversations with people to leave an impression on them before he leaves, he always tries to leave them with like a really like scary thing. So there's only 3,000 tigers left in the wild. Cheers, thanks for having me. It's been great. You know, like it's quite funny. And it's like, well, we all die, or like we all die alone,
Oh,
or something
shit.
like that. It was quite funny. I'm not delivering
Very
it
thought
anywhere near as
provoking.
well.
Thanks.
Reminding me
It's
of
good
that.
to see you.
Yeah.
Do you think you could put into our curriculum at some point between secondary school and college a life-threatening injury to every individual so that they understood and treated life a bit better? Would you?
don't think you need to give them an injury.
So are you giving people a life-threatening injury,
Or
or
just
you
like
mean
bring
a
them
near
really
miss?
close to the idea of death.
Just near miss,
without
it's
actually
constantly
killing
like
them.
almost hitting a bus, or
Yeah.
almost getting hit by a bus type scenario.
I mean,
Final destination, if you will.
you've definitely identified the most important thing in life, I think, though, perspective. Like, I think that everybody is constantly looking for perspective, and you get more and more of it as you live, and that allows you to make a better judgment on the value of your own life.
Yeah.
It's like
fuck, I wasted my time.
Yeah, pretty
for
much.
example,
yeah.
if you're caught being racist or something like that, you often get sent to a corrections and
Gulag.
like ethics course.
Right.
I feel like that. Should we just integrate that into normal education about understanding
Yeah.
people and differences and stuff, and then also just push them in front of a bus, but don't kill them.
Yeah.
Just understand that your life is fragile and ultimately means nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
Give
And
everyone
then
a
send them off to
vaccination.
college.
And then straight after you do it, go, oh, that was just air. And then watch them squirm for a second. Go, actually, no, it's fine.
It's all right.
I think the thing is with
Well,
that
was it
system
just a little
chart
pocket
is,
there?
I think
Right.
some people would genuinely, find an absolute gift in that, that new lease of life and that new value and perspective you've given them, and then a very large amount of them would also be completely traumatized by it, and would have like
there
a
is
completely different
Yeah.
response
We'd
to it.
offer some. Again, everyone has a therapist in my world,
Mhm.
so there would be some deep therapy to help afterwards. Perfect society. Oops.
Mhm.
Looks like Boris supposedly coming close and then still being a bellend when he comes back. It's like,
Well,
some
that
things
didn't
you
last
can't
long, did it?
change.
Yeah, sometimes asshole doesn't rub out.
Everyone go, I'm so worried for Boris. Oh, yeah.
Why?
Really?
Why? He wasn't worried for you when he was chatting with his mates at
When he
Eton
was
about
just
how they're going to
missing,
carve
like,
up the
10 meetings
NHS
about-
in
yeah.
20 years' time.
Fucking hell.
Like, I don't know why people give him so much. It's like these guys
Pe-
don't
people
give a
only-
shit about
When you
you.
see the interviews on the streets, you see the
Yeah.
interviews on the streets and go, oh, yeah, like, that Boris folk he's a nice chap, isn't he? It's just, and they only see when you see just the front-facing stuff and don't bother reading anything about it. That's what
Yeah.
you see. You go, oh, he's that guy who was dangling off that bloody rope that one time. That was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's achieved cult of
he's a nice guy,
personality
cheeky chap.
status,
Yeah.
and we are fucking doomed if we can't vote him out. I mean, by the sounds, hopefully, I mean, it didn't happen in America, unfortunately, but hopefully some of the conservatives in government who actually have moral backbone and believe in their politics will actually do something about it, but I doubt they will. The Republicans in the States didn't. Apart from bloody Mitt Romney, of all people. Mitt Romney turned out to be the good guy. Actually
They make a great film
had
series
convictions.
or series.
What's that?
Great and frustrating. Well, the whole saga.
Have you seen the Comey rule?
Very Comey rules.
The Comey
No,
rule.
what's
It's
that?
not a great. It's not a great name.
The guy,
and it- yeah,
the
So-
guy, the mayor of.
director. He was the director of the FBI. Comey was.
Oh, yes, of course.
he
Wait,
was-
who am I thinking? I was thinking of Cuomo. That's why.
Cuomo. Yeah, but seriously, watch. You'll probably enjoy that quite a lot, Ross. It's I think it's on Now TV or one of the other horrible
Yeah.
platforms we have to use.
What episode?
It's called the Comey Rule, and it's basically a four-parter about the transition from Obama
One more.
to Trump, and this guy, Director Comey,
back
having
out.
to investigate him. So they worked out that Trump was already like basically in bed with the Russians, but they couldn't do anything about
Yeah.
it. They then had to investigate Hillary for the email thing, which essentially scuppered her chances of winning the election because of the bad press it created. And it's all about that. But it's it's a dramatization, so it's still enjoyable and not super dry.
Okay.
But it very much is like, it's got Jeff Daniels. Jeff Daniels plays Comey in it.
Oh.
Really good, really good. And I think it's very much what you're talking about, where they examine the process and how it got to that and the saga. And it is incredibly frustrating. But it was very, very
Just saw
interesting.
Someone mentioned the Burkow thing. That is interesting because he moved to Labour. He was in Conservatives for like what?
I wonder whether he'll try and become
20
Prime
years?
Minister. I reckon they might try and put him
You
forward.
reckon?
I reckon they might. I don't know
Everyone
whether
wants
Keir
some
Starmer...
order.
Keir Starmer was meant to be the centrist answer to Labour's election woes. That was the whole point. They brought Keir Starmer in because they went... The political thinking is if you go too far either way, people don't like it. And so that's why Corbyn bombed, partly because he was sabotaged and partly because he was too far left. People didn't like that. So Starmer was the centrist like sort of answer for Labour's election hopes. But unfortunately, Starmer's just been a complete wet flannel, as someone's described him in chat here, and it's taken all the wind out of his election sails, essentially. They might still push him, but now, yeah, Burkow's coming across. He would be a very, very good option for both people like us, who like him because he's been very front page and tried to be at least impartial. I don't know whether he has been or not. And also conservatives, because he used to be a conservative, and he does have conservative values. He represents what I think a lot of conservative
yeah, because that's
voters.
the interesting part, the fact that he's spent so many years being a conservative. To change is actually a big deal. Whereas some people are like, oh, he was always Labour, wasn't he? It's like, well,
and he's
clearly
popular.
not. I don't, how could you dedicate so many years of your life if it's not a snap decision, is it? Clearly something's changed for that to have to happen.
Yeah, I think the thing is as well that Burkow is almost he's a popular person. He's a celebrity as well, and I think that is kind of needed at the moment, unfortunately, to become a politician. You need to be sort of a front man kind of. It is a very out there thing, but I'm a very tinfoil out there kind of guy. Yeah, they might not get elected by the unions. He might not be backed by the unions.
What are these things you're doing there?
Begin.
Huh?
I'm just waiting so I can read out some subs.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
crack them out, mate. Crack them out. Thank the people.
Thank you to Lunar Secret for 23 months, saying nearly 2 years. Boy, yeah, just a month away. Thank you. Chrissy, 18 months on Prime. Petite, 60. Thanks for 12 months. Cobalt NP, 100 bitties. It was my birthday on Saturday. 30 years young. Can I get a cheeky? Everyone's talking about my dick. There you go.
That's you, Ross, isn't it?
It's my birthday. Wait, which part?
And everyone's talking about my dick.
My dick.
He's got a big
dick. Happy birthday.
Such a big dick.
It's a big floppy dick now.
Big fucking dick now.
That's what we're known for.
Nothing wrong with it.
Mike. Oh, he wants to keep going on it.
It's really big.
I'm done now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mike Nolan, 12. Thanks for 9 months. Jupiteru. Thanks for tier 3 at 10 months. Morning Boix, loving the content as always. Must say I'm not that happy today because my girlfriend Tommy had to stop impersonating a flamingo. I had to put my foot down.
Oh.
For fuck's sake. Laura Lana, thanks for 11 months. So close to a year. Thanks for all the awesome content. Thank you. Thanks, Yogs, again for the raid. I don't know if anyone's still here from that raid, but thank you for staying if you have.
Thank you.
My Dream Synopsis, 16 months on Prime. Thank you. Dial-in, 22 months. I hope you all have a good day, lads. As always, really enjoying the content. Thank you. 945, thanks for 7 months on Prime. Zondave, 18 months. Saw Ross walking Mirth the other day. I asked him what he was up to, and he said was off to check out diffs in the park. Oh, they're in season already, I asked. No, I mean dads I'd like to fuck, he replied.
Dilfs.
So I thought that was pretty strange.
Did you actually say this?
With Ross.
Was it reg? I don't know. I didn't.
Never met him. Chakimo, thanks for 10 months. Boix, haven't been there in a while because Cambridge life is rough, but I'm back. Got a 2-1 in all my exams this year. Congrats, well done. Which I'm putting down to revising to Silly Song on repeat. Could have had a first, but you listened to Silly Song. That's fine though. Stay safe and hashtag #VatRandy.
Bit of a brain melt to that one.
As long as you had fun. Concha 8, thanks for 43 months. I've been here since Jingle Jam 2017. Nice. Good reference. Chuck Ibarra, thanks for subbing on Prime. Chewy369, 12 months. Morning Boix, can't believe I've been paying for a whole year for this smut. Not that I'm going to stop anytime soon. Nice. Ghost Pros, thanks for tier 3, 5 months. Good day from Australia. I've been stuck here since March last year, so glad to be able to catch the early streams. Much love. Thank you. Sounds like you're not actually Australian, so apologies for the incredibly accurate accent.
It was pretty spawn.
Mr. Mumbledore, 25 months on Prime. Good day, lads. Been a while since I've caught a stream. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much. Good to have you back. We're doing all right. Dav DeHero, thanks for 5 months saying, hey, boys. Samyar, thanks for 5 months saying, nerds. Biggity Boy, 8 months on Prime. Birdie94X, 5 months. 3 Mobsters, thanks for 24 months. Alexandered, thanks for 6 months saying, nice. And Jokerog, or Joke Rog, Joke Rog, subbed on Prime. Juggalo Olympics, thanks for 20 months saying, hoop hoop boik.
Hoop hoop.
There you go. caught up. Should we do one
Good,
more, and then
nice
I'm
game.
gonna have to start getting.
Yeah,
rid of
okay,
it.
we'll
sure.
do one more and then.
Do you want to do a ranked? Let's do a ranked.
Oh,
Let's
you
do a
want
ranked and try
rank-
and win it.
Rank to end. All right.
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
Okay. Lean in. For that lean in game. So many rewards to
Time to
claim.
lean in. Let's make this happen. How does Trot know how well we sound like?
That's a great
sake.
question. Really poorly worded. Neon Tech.
Owned. How long have we been streaming? Since 11.
Yeah.
So 2.5 hours.
Did an earlier one today. So if you want to catch up, you have to rewind somehow. I think you can do that in the videos, isn't it? Video section.
No, it's gonna have to involve some sort of time dilation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if you can figure that out in chat, let us know because that'd be quite interesting to play with. Obviously, we'll be very aware of the butterfly effect. Fuck, we'll be aware of it, but
I'll
we'll
come
be
round behind.
crushing butterflies.
I'm on the
left,
front
right, centre.
post. Somebody come around behind me. Okay, no, Ross
I'm
is trying to
back.
cross me. Bastard. Right, I'm behind you, Ross.
Such bastard.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I've got no
put her in the
boost
middle. Oh, no, he's got a ball to
Oh,
it.
Come to just rotate away from the ball. Don't go at it.
Nice.
yeah. Okay, I'm back
Touch.
on.
Right, I'm gonna come down the mid. Okay, I'm gonna rotate away. Ross, can you get that? Ooh, last man. Trot's coming in behind you. Yeah, okay,
So
I'm
the
behind you,
Mets,
Trot.
They both committed.
Right, good, good, good. Oh, good save!
Save,
Nice
Save,
save!
save.
Oh. Right, go Ross, go, go, go. Trot as well. Right, Ross,
I don't
okay, I'm going up the middle. Trot, coming up.
Goal.
Okay, coming back. Oh! On the left-hand side. Okay, I'm
Right,
coming out.
stayed
Nice.
Fairly central.
Right, Ross, go up. Go up. I'm back behind you.
They batted it away.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Little
I am
second round.
recruiting.
Ooh,
It's
big hit.
yours.
Yeah. Good sort before I could.
Go for a trot, you got it. Ooh, nice flick back. That's
So knock it
Clear it,
over
clear
the
it, clear
goal
it.
at
I'm on the
least.
wrong side.
Yeah, same.
Oh!
I'm in the wrong place.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm behind you,
in
Ross.
Goal.
Don't have a huge amount of boost, so go for it.
Got a little bit of boost.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm up.
Up a bit there.
And again.
Oh, hard hit. Sorry.
Knocking it back in.
Right, I'm staying further back.
Keeping the ball up, but I need. Oh god, somebody hit that.
Got it.
I'm out.
Nice
I'm
one,
out.
Trot.
Go for it. Both go in. You can do it.
I'm staying mid. Ooh, I'm moving
Touched
back.
it.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
You got it. Nice.
Yep.
Sweet. I'm back.
I'm gonna try and put this in the middle.
I got
Oh,
demoed.
yeah.
Right, I'm holding back. The tears.
Nice.
Holding back.
Second round.
Help!
Oh, shit!
Oh!
Holy fuck.
Oh. They fucked up.
Holy shit.
That's... Oh no!
Oh, it's a good goal.
God.
Very good goal.
Didn't predict his movement very well. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Bad face.
I'm staying back,
Sanj.
Ross.
Big Sag.
Oh, fuck a con cob.
This one, Trot.
Nice one,
I'm back in goal. I'm back in goal.
Okay.
Next win try. You're doing alright up there, aren't you?
Oh god, I didn't have any boost. Dead man's click.
Bitch.
Shit. Craig made a little song for us, didn't he? Oh shit.
He did make a little
Nice save,
song for
nice
us.
save. Little fingal. I'm not sure if we're
Let's
allowed to use
go.
it
Yeah, I'm up.
there. Right, I'm further back. Let's see if this bounces. It's going for a hit. Second hit. Nice. Ooh,
I probably should
shit.
have just let it
Nice
roll.
one, nice one.
Sometimes I'm in situations like that.
God.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, God.
Fuck. Sorry, you claimed it, so I moved position.
Yeah.
Here they're up. Right, okay. All up. Let's do
Right,
this.
back. I'm back. Okay, I'm coming up.
Oh. I think we need to. We've only got a minute left. We need to get a goal.
Right.
Yeah, let's push. Push, push, push. No.
Fuck, you sawed it above.
Okay.
Oh, it's close.
It was. Rotating away.
Bounces. Right. Giving it a push.
I'm behind you. Got.
Go,
Nice,
go, go.
nice. We're both up.
Moving mid.
Both looking for it.
Their defense is pretty solid.
Yeah, they're plucking them out of the sky quite well.
Not to this! Feral follow-up!
Oh, come on! Yes!
Oh!
Oh, nicely
God.
done.
They're confused. They are
That's
confused.
good. Did they hit? Did they hit it themselves then?
It was
Or was
rolling
that a
in.
scramble?
but
Yeah, they were just
they
trying to
did too
scramble
much
to
of
get
a
there.
flip into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Nice.
It's coming home. Got. No, I don't.
Nice. Oh,
Sailed over it.
up.
Oh god. Oh Jesus.
Right, we
Nice.
stopped it, but there's still a chance for attack.
Woohoo!
Nice hit.
It's hovering the goal.
Yeah, the wind's
Nice.
gone out of there. Sails.
No.
Pinch.
Alright.
Right back.
Boom. Oh fuck.
Fuck.
I watched it. I was like,
I'll
right.
do for a standing. Oh, cleared the way, and I'm just like, oh.
Oh no. Well, can't win them all.
Can't.
There you go.
And we
That's
don't.
As much time as I have today, unfortunately, for streaming. So I'm gonna have to
But we
go
hope
to
you enjoyed
sleep.
it. You know?
Hope you enjoyed this stream. We'll be
Hope you
back
enjoyed
hopefully
Stram.
Tomorrow.
regular time.
Is it
for
tomorrow?
Moz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll
We all
Yeah.
Gucci.
record some
Then Wednesday
content.
we'll definitely be on.
Yeah,
Wow.
we got sponsors, right?
Some cool
Which one are we
stuff.
playing on Wednesday?
Yep.
I think it might be worms related.
Worms related, yes.
Indeed.
I don't know if we can talk about it or not, but there you go. Sweet.
Oh shit! Hold on, I
Who's
need to go.
what's on
I need to go. UPS delivery thing right now. Sorry.
Okay.
Cheers, everybody. I need to
Oh,
go
yeah.
right now.